It is high time. Your turn to mind the picnic. You're bored, you have the TV. Go sleep if you feel sleepy. But don't call me on my cell phone, I ain't answering. See me in the party, celebrating my liberty. One in front, one behind me. You could ring, ting, ting, and I still ain't answering. If you think me a stop ya in any house to mind any piece of man, you lie. You had your time, now I mine. From there, are you pick me to mind the child? Me look nice. Hey, move from there. You know yeah, boo. Californians are in a quandary, trying to find a song. This year they have plenty topics. It should be easy to pick one. So I went to my partner Smiley and asked him to help me write. When I look at the song he gave me, I almost dead with fright. Boy, you want to put me in trouble. Oh, me lad, look at me trouble. So I leave in here on the double before you put me in trouble. I ain't singing about no politics that go get me in trouble. Set up, who getting licks, I staying away from trouble. If Labour speaking, then we could speak. He always in big, big trouble. And just wondering, writing every week, he heading for big, big trouble. Smiley boy, your head in the clouds. Some things you just can't say loud. I leave in here on the double before me butt get in trouble, trouble, trouble. Smiley boy way back in the 90s, I think it was 92, a popular party won the election, everybody happy like Sister True. So I wrote a song about the victory, but this quickly fall from grace. Now ZJB wouldn't play, and people still throwing it in the face. Boy, you want to get me in trouble. Oh, me lad, don't catch me trouble. So I leave in here on the double before you put me in trouble. I ain't singing about no airport site that will get me in trouble. Who meters wrong and who's on right, I staying away from trouble. If CRM speaking, they could speak. They're always in big, big trouble. And the experts writing their limerick, they're heading for big, big trouble. Smiley boy, your head in the clouds. Some things you can't say out loud. I leave in here on the double before me butt get in trouble, trouble, trouble. Not easy singing calypso, you got to be witty and entertain. You still can't sing about certain people, and for politicians you must abstain. Boy, I have a mortgage to pay for, and my children to send to school. I thank you for your assistance, but I ain't gonna be no fool. But you want to get me in trouble. Oh, me lad, look at me trouble. So I leave in here on the double before you put me in trouble. I ain't singing how festival, that big basket of trouble. It's Saga, the chairman, bacchanal, he dancing around with trouble. The Cupid shooting his sniper shot, he looking for big, big trouble. And the Clorox tightening, he promised not, he heading for big, big trouble. Well, the boy, your head in the clouds, some things you can't say out loud. I'm leaving here on the double, before me get in trouble, trouble, trouble. I'm leaving here on the double, before me butt gets in trouble. I'm leaving here on the double, before me butt gets in trouble, trouble, trouble. Stiffin' man, it was in a dance, standing stiff, like flash in his pants. I say, come, Mr. Englishman, let me show you how to jam. Forget your pedigree, let me show you how to party. You got to raise your hand, wind your waist, move your body to the right, body to the right, stand up and walk in place. Then you come back left, hand on your hip. Move your body all around, body to the ground. Stand up and walk in place. Forget the SCP. Let me show you how to party. Forget the CPP. Let me show you how to party. The OT policy. Let me show you how to party. It's time to jam and free. Let me show you how to party. Alright. You see this different man, and he's so uptight.
bring that beat back. Oh yeah. Do it, girl.
A special good evening to one and all listening to the live broadcast this evening on GIU and broadcasting on ZJB 95.5 FM or 88.3. This evening we're bringing you the MABA Champions of Champions tournament right here in the Little Bay Sports Center. This evening, the second game of the night, it's the Wadadli Elites taking on the Falcons out of St. Kitts. Looks like we have some officials and we'll tell you who they are. Mr. George Green, Mr. Kingsley Liward, and the Honorable Crenson Buffon has graced us with his presence. I say a special good night to my co-commentator this evening, Mr. Astrid Wade. Welcome to the broadcast booth, Mr. Wade.
Good night to everybody at home and abroad. And welcome to night 4, of this MABA Invitational Champions of Champions tournament.
Yes, Mr. Wade, and it was definitely a busy week for us here at the Multipurpose Sports Center, as we had several nights of high-intensity basketball, and not just nights. We definitely had some games in the morning. So what we'll do now is try our best to bring you some ball-by-ball commentary, but at this time I'll let you speak a little bit about the lineups for Antigua Elites, Wadadli Elites rather, and the Falcons out of St. Kitts. So go ahead and give the updates on the names for the players.
So for the Wadadli Elite, for the Elites, we have 56, Tashawn Lewis, 45, Devontae Tringingham. 28, we have Jarrett Daly. 43, we have Lopez Adams. 38, we have Jason Joseph. 16, we have Gabriel D'Souza. You have Elijah Charles, number 13. 25 is Luigi Joseph. And 55, Johan Nicholas. That is for the elites.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wade. And for the Falcons, Sandy Point Falcons, we have Agent 0, Garfield Hodge. Number 1, Taslin Hodge. Number 3, Chavez Belboda. We have number 4, Makari Gums. Number 5, Tivadi Herbert. Number 6, Kevonte Bedford. And number 7, Brandon Thomas. And number 8, Antonio Boyd. And number 12, Graham Brown. Number 21, Stephen Rawlins. And the Falcons are coached by none other than the infamous Sean Crossley out of the Sandy Point area this evening. So for those listening from St. Kitts and of course from Antigua, this is a matchup that everyone is looking forward to, and both teams have put on quite a show over the last 3 nights. So everybody's locked in to see what will happen this evening, Mr. Wade.
Yes, and 2 exciting teams playing here. A lot of energy in these 2 teams, so we'll see the outcome at the end of these 4 quarters.
Absolutely. As we see looking at the court, the team in the orange, that's the Sandy Point Falcons. They're playing, at this moment, it seems to be a man-to-man defense. And the Falcons, or Wadadli Elites, are in a motion offense this evening, meaning that they're setting a lot of screens and moving around, trying to get into open positions. So here we have number 3, Baldoza, getting the ball down to number 5. For the Falcons, unfortunately, unable to convert that 2-point layup conversion, number 5 being Tivadi Herbert. And now Elites in command, Mr. Wade.
Yes. And there's a drive to the basket by the Elites. Misses Falcons with the possession. Falcons number 3 skips it over to the side. 4 on the pass, down the middle. Scored by the Falcons. Score here 4-0 in favor of the Falcons.
So just now we had Mr. Makari Gums getting the assist, passing the ball down to number 6, who is Kevonte Bedford. Kevonte Bedford achieving that 2-point layup. It's about 8 minutes remaining in the first quarter of the second game for the night. And we're inviting everybody listening, Mr. Wade, to come on down to the Little Bay Sports Center and see some of this basketball action that MABA has on for display.
Yes, of course. And not forgetting our sponsors at this time. Bank of Montserrat Limited, St. Patrick's Cooperative Credit Union, ZJB, Nikki's Parlor, Victor Supermarket, Sierra, Ashooks, CG United, Chemango Villa, Office of the Premier.
And I'll add a few more just for mention. Can't forget the Montserrat the sports department, of course, playing their role with their support every year. And of course, the tourism board as well, they have a little role to play. So those agencies in the government that chip in and they provide certain service, we say special good night to all of those who have done so over the last several years and especially this year. So there's a few persons listening in Lookout and across the area such as St. John's and Baker Hill that unfortunately cannot come out. I want to say special good night to Mr. Kenneth Farrell over there and certain persons working at the hospital and of course at the Mull station. They're listening to the games and I just want to shout those persons out because they are listening every night and we do appreciate the support and the feedback that you give us every day.
Yes, most definitely. So we have here on the court, was that a foul?
Yes, a foul committed there. The foul on number 6 for the Falcons. And number 6 is none other than Kevonte Bedford. And at the line is, looking at the number 56, or 58 rather, a young man from the Wadadli Elites. And he is able to convert, I believe, his first free throw there. Well done. He steps back from the free throw line and adjusts his attire. The Wadadli Elites are wearing a blue jersey with orange trimmings and then the black shorts. And the Falcons are wearing an orange jersey with the blue trim. So very interesting game thus far, very close. 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. The score 4 for the St. Kitts Falcons and 5 for the Wadadli Elites. The Elites are also coached by Coach Wanga out of Antigua and managed by Dr. Byron Andrew. Dr. Byron Andrew is a familiar face in Montserrat.
Of course he is.
Yes, he provides some eye care services to the people of Montserrat, and we appreciate him. He seems to be here quite often, and we are familiar with his presence.
Definitely.
So we also have some other sponsors. I want to mention Mr. Austin Howe as well and iMobile, who have chipped in with some housing support for some of the gentlemen. And of course, how can I not mention places like DMC, who have ensured that our shelters are up and running and our teams can have some reliable places to stay. These are all some of the agencies that chip in behind the scenes to make this tournament possible. So here's number 8 driving to the basket for the Falcons, and he now chases the loose ball. And the ball is now with the Wadadli Elites. They're coming over the half with the ball. A long three-point attempt there before the shot clock even got any chance to be expired. But the point guard, number 28, you want to give us that name. He's very familiar with the drive, number 28 for the Antigua Wadadli Elites.
Javante Daly.
Yes, Mr. Daly himself. That's a familiar last name in Montserrat, but Javante Daly definitely visiting Montserrat and trying to drive to the lane, getting a foul there, putting the Falcons in a bit of foul trouble early. Number 5 now has his first foul, but that's the overall second foul for the quarter, so they have to watch it as Wadadli Elites definitely trying to foul out some of the critical players for the Falcons from St. Kitts this evening.
Yes, and continuing down the line of, always remembering our past players and that kind of thing, I want to big up the 3 Bright brothers, Dion, Chrissy, and Levon. They all were great ballers. Also, Lyndon Charles, the great Ragadan. I have to give him a shout out here tonight. All these guys were soldiers for basketball on Montserrat. So we have to continue shouting out our past players and the guys that are listening and, tell them that, we still remember you. We still remember those good days, those good times at Thompsonville.
Not only Thompsonville, big up the villages that they come up, because some players remember Kojed as a big village, but I want to say Town Hill. Big up all the basketball players from Town Hill.
Yes.
I want to say special good night to Marlon and Swenyo Evans, the Corriette brothers as well. So all those persons who would have played some basketball at some point here for Alicats and other teams, get to Superstars and all other teams. Yes. Here's 28 for the Antigua Wadadli Elites, shooting a jump shot, missing the ball. Mr. Daly for Antigua. Unfortunately, he cannot convert. But the player, number 28, Mr. Daly, seems to have a dislocated shoulder, and he's going to proceed over to the stretching area, the physiotherapist. The physiotherapist will have to provide some care. Mr. Wade, you're familiar with injuries like this that happen during the case of the game.
Shoulder injuries especially. Sometimes your shoulder gets dislocated, and it has to be put back in. Seems to me that's similar. Either he was struck on his elbow, or he has a dislocated shoulder.
Yes, the shoulder is dislocated. So what's happening now, Mr. Kenneth? Yes.
He's going to have to pop it back in.
Kenty is going to have to do his miracle work.
Yes.
So there's a substitution there for the Wadadli Elites, and out goes Mr. Daly. So a defense there played by the St. Kitts Falcons. Unfortunately, Mr. Gums sliding out of bounds and his hand was on the ball. The ball will now be awarded to the Wadadli Elite. Again, the Falcons are playing a man-to-man defense. Very interesting here. First time we're seeing it in the tournament.
Yeah.
At this intensity, it looks like they're coming with a plan for the Wadadli Elites.
And the Elites just called a timeout. So, yeah, the Elites, timeout Elites. Yeah, the game, but Genzel, in the fortnight, the strategy is going to step up. Defensive strategies, offensive strategies, they will step up. And they might change for some teams, depending on, who they're playing.
Absolutely. And, I'm also noticing the change in the defensive styles and the offensive sets.
Yep.
Because the Antigua team seems to play a lot of motion, a lot of screen and roll and that type of stuff. Now, with this man-to-man, I think they're going to continue with that, but now step it up a notch.
Yeah.
So to create some 1-4 highs out of it, of course, and probably we might see some high lows to get the big man open.
Big man open, yeah.
Because, as you know, the style of basketball, Mr. Wade, has changed. When we were playing, and I say we because I started early and I met you in the career. And I say that with no apologies.
Yeah, you know how that is.
So the ball would go into the big man first.
Yep.
Center or forward, power forward in most cases, and then the ball would rotate to the guys. The guys would screen and move. Now, we see the style has changed. And it's a lot of ISO basketball.
Yes.
And it seems that some big associations are pushing that the game gets smaller.
Yeah.
But I think there's still place for the 5-on-5.
Yeah, we have a big drive, and that's a good...
Yes, so number 56 for Antigua tries the Wadadli Elites. He's trying to get to the cup, but no foul there. A 1-2 and a jump shot. Hits the back iron of the rim. And number 6 for the Falcons, he gets the ball. That's Mr. Kevonte Bedford. And my goodness, the ball seems to be moving very, very
these
quickly.
Two teams are, they're playing some tough ball.
Very tough ball, but what we would see from this vantage point is that they definitely need to settle the game so that one, ensure nobody gets hurt, 2, execute properly, and of 3, be able to, get some movement so that the guys get warmed up. So they warmed up in their drills, and now they need to get that chemistry flowing.
And some proper touches.
Yes.
Ball is being kicked and different things happening.
So substitutions just now. Kevonte taking a sub, and we now have number Agent 0 has just checked in as Garfield Hodge. And once again, the Wadadli Elites trying to shoot a long shot there from the three-point line. Unfortunately, cannot convert. So here is number 3 for the St. Kitts Falcons. We know him as Chavez Belboda. And Chavez Belboda loses the ball, and the Wadadli Elites chase down the loose ball. And they're now over the half. They're setting up, they're pulling back the offense so that they can see the gaps. And here is the shooting guard, number 16. Remind me of his name. Let the listeners know of number 16. I think he's very familiar with the offensive presence on the court.
Gabriel D'Souza.
Yes, Gabriel D'Souza getting comfortable, and he's now trying to get a 1-2, but traveling violation signal there by Mr. Cranston Buffon, Honorable. Let me fix that. Honorable Cranston Buffon, the referee this evening, calling a traveling there on D'Souza.
Yes.
So now Falcons are in the offensive set. They're going to see if they can find a gap. Antonio now has the ball for
big move.
St. Kitts. A big rebound there by D'Souza again. And he's dribbling out of 2 defenders. He passes the ball up to number 56. 56, he's a popular man. And he's Teshawn Lewis. But the hot potato zipped across there to the big man, number 45. He couldn't control it. And therefore the ball going out of bounds there, Mr. Wade. So again, what is one of the comments that you've heard from some of the players who have visited Montserrat this time around, and the coaching staff?
They're enjoying the tournament, and they're glad to be here. Everybody wants to come out of their nation and play against and compete so that they can measure where they are. And all the nations that are here have said that they're glad that they got the opportunity to come to this championship to measure where they are and what they need to do.
And what it is about as well, Mr. Wade, is the exposure. So players need to get the exposure, the experience. So they too, as a young professional or as an amateur player, get to experience playing in other jurisdictions.
Yeah.
I cannot come here this evening and not say special thanks to our team at ZJB who ensure that we have the live broadcast going for those persons who are unable to be here can hear. And of course the GIU team, Government Information Unit. And we say special thanks to Mr. Philip Braid and Mr. Herman Sargent for leading the way and ensuring that these broadcasts are heard not only on Montserrat but across the region for those areas from the 7 teams, the 7 jurisdictions
Yeah.
that are here this year.
Yeah, and you know, we have to always say thanks to that, you know, to Mr. Sergeant for always being, you know, there for us and getting the information out there so that people know that Montserrat, that we here in Montserrat, we are alive and well and things are happening.
Absolutely. So we have some former national players as well in the house, and they're keenly here watching the basketball action. I cannot sit here and not see special good night to Mr. Holloran Bob, a.k.a. Mr. Rookie, who is right in the stands and looking at the basketball activities, trying to see what's happening with these teams this evening. And I see a few of them downstairs, of course, Mr. Gregory Gerald, right at the door, as usual, his usual position, and several other national players who would have played previously. But now we're under a different age, and so we have some younger players that
different era.
Getting ready to be playing next. As you know, the BVI Skillful Ballers for the main game this evening will be taking on the Emerald Boys. And yes, that's going to be the main event this evening. So if you're looking at the court, number 45 for the Elites, that's Dante Trimmingham scoring a 3-pointer, bringing the score now to 13 for the Wadadli Elites and 12 for the St. Kitts Falcons.
Yes.
So we have number 56 again, Tishawn Lewis. He's seeming to try to find an open man, but a steal there by Gums,
4.
and he's a danger man.
He's going to the hoop.
He is going to the hoop with a purpose, not just going to the hoop, but with a purpose.
Yes.
2-point conversion for Gums for the Falcons. Lead change, 14-13 in favor of the St. Kitts Falcons. Big man for the Wadadli Elites, number 55. I think that's Joseph. Yes, that's correct. John Nicholas. He gave the assist, but 2-point conversion. So several lead changes happening right now on the court between the Elites and the Falcons.
Yeah.
And you know that this game is going to be fireworks.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. Score is tight. Time 2:47 left in the first quarter, so it's going to be a tight game.
Indeed, and we have some statisticians this evening. I want to say special good night to our statisticians for the tournament who have been performing. We have young Mr. Jamari Lane. I see Miss Clarice Yearwood. And, of course, Mr. Fergus is present. And then, of course, senior statistician, Miss Cordella Yearwood.
Yes.
Cordella has been a statistician for different sporting disciplines as well, and she's been with us from strength to strength.
Yep.
You know, she's a regular cast on From the Pavilion program. I say a special good night to the son of the former manager, Mr. Dip Wade, Mr. Leonard Wade. I know he's out there paying attention to what's going on. And how could I sit here and not say good night to Miss Jodine Mead, who also provides some statistics service back in our days at Braids, Mr. Wade. Would you agree?
Yes. There were a few persons. You had Venus Bash, Jodine, these kind of persons. They were there at Braids with us.
I'm going to say Rhonda, Markup. I'm going to mention ladies like Babes.
Yes.
And these ladies at the Braids court, I could remember. I mean, they really supported Maba with our operations there. So we say thanks to them. I have to say thanks to them publicly. I'm not going to pretend that I'm ungrateful.
Yep.
I have to say thanks to the person behind the scenes that have definitely helped to make Maba what it is. Right now, we have a new executive. They've just been together for approximately probably 2 years. And they're trying. We could see that they're trying, so the community is behind them. Special good night to the president, Mr. Gilmore Williams, and his executive officers, because at the end of the day, it is a team and there's no I in team, Mr. Wade. Would you agree?
Yeah, it should be. Should be that way.
It should be.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work that way, but it should be that way.
So what you're going to do for that? How are we going to fix this? If there's
There's nothing to fix.
Oh, okay. Because
as you can see, we have a good tournament going here. So
very well.
Really nothing
Very
to fix,
well.
But, you know.
Yes, so on the court, you see number 8, Antonio, trying to get the ball there for the St. Kitts Falcons, but he gets the ball into the number 56. Here's Lewis getting into Turningham, number 45. Big drive, and he's going to the cup for 2. And that's a big man move, Astrid.
Yep, it is.
I think you woke the spirit of the Bright brothers just now.
Yeah.
Remember those finger rolls?
Yes.
So here again is the big man, number 45.
Come on, hold
45 giving a nice touch pass.
Nice touch pass there. Butterfingers.
But
at the end.
his colleague, number 38, he's young. And we understand with youth come certain shortcomings. But Joshua Joseph trying his best. And I believe he'll get it the next time around. So the time now, 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first quarter. And St. Kitts 15, Wadadli Elite 17. Now the coach, Mr. Sean for Falcons told me, look, Jensen, we have a plan for Wadadli Elites tonight, you know. So I'm keeping my eyes on the Falcons. But Coach Wanga for Wadadli Elites, he hasn't sat down for the quarter. He is right on the court. Very
Animated.
well. So a rebound for the big man there for the Wadadli Elites, and he's chased down by De Souza. Here's 56, Mr. Lewis for the Wadadli Elites, and he is getting in form. So a 4-point lead now for the Wadadli Elites, and the Falcons now trying to chip away at that. A turnover possession there by the Falcons, Mr. Wade. What have you noticed as well with the timeouts?
Well, I think Elites took one. Elites took one timeout thus far. I don't think Falcons have taken any timeouts.
Yes, so actually it is the Elites who have taken one timeout.
One timeout.
But the St. Kitts team seems to be trying to press them a little bit. So here's the Falcons for St. Kitts bringing the ball over the half. The number 1 jersey, getting it across to senior man number 12. And he touches off to one of the young players here wearing the number 1 jersey. I'm going to give you the name shortly, Taslin Hodge.
Some good defense being played here by the Falcons, though.
Absolutely.
Very good defense being played here.
So here's 12 was Graham Brown getting it to number 1, Taslin Hodge, for a conversion for the Falcons. So here's 45 again, Trimmingham, shooting a 3-pointer, unable to convert, but Lewis gets the rebound for Antigua, gets it to Trimmingham, and Trimmingham, number 45, for the Wadadli Elites, converts 2 points on the board. So here's number 1 for the Falcons, Taslin Hodge. Blocked there by the big man for Wadadli Elites. And the ball remains with the Falcons.
We have some intense basketball being played here, though.
So
I like it.
Yes, so number 12, Brown, gets it to Hodge.
And his foot is on the line.
Yes, his foot is on the line. Yes. Remember, the lines are marked in the white color, and the volleyball or the netball lines are in the yellow. So the players have to be aware of their surroundings. As Trimmingham for the Antigua Elites comes over, Wadadli Elites comes over the half, and he's crossing over. And he seems to be going in a corner. 2 defenders trap him immediately. You see the style of play there?
Yeah, but he has to be because he's being doubled. And every time he gets the ball and goes to that corner, they double him. In a trap, they trap him. So he has to be now looking out for the free man, which he's not doing very well.
So this time now, 35 seconds left in the first quarter. And a big rebound there by the big man for the Wadadli Elites, who gets it out to Trimmingham. And now Lewis taking his time. And a 2-point conversion for number 58, Mr. Lewis for the Wadadli Elite. Score now 25-17 with about 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. A launch by Mr. Brown wearing the number 12 jersey for the Falcons. And Lewis chases down the loose ball. They're on offense, the Wadadli Elites, and a drive by Lewis to the paint. He gets some contact and the 2-point conversion with 3 seconds here. The score at the end of the first quarter is 17-27, Mr. Wade, in favor of the Wadadli Elites.
Yes. Very good first quarter there. Very energetic, very competitive. So this should be a good game right to the end.
Should be. But the reason for the difference in the score, I will say, is the lack of focus on a few critical plays. It is about valuing the possession. And unless the players understand the value of each possession, this is what will happen. So it's not that the game has not been good. At the score, you cannot tell because there have been some errors, and now the score is 27-17. But definitely competitiveness of the two teams is equal, and we're expecting here the second quarter for the Falcons to make a run.
Yeah.
I believe the intensity will pick up. You'll start to see some trap zones coming over the half. They might pick up 3 quarters as well, and Falcons have played a full court press before. So all these defensive styles.
Well, I think too that the Elites can go and pound. They're trying to pound the ball inside a lot, and the Falcons are not really defending to the best inside the paint from what I'm seeing here. So let's see what happens in the next quarter.
Indeed. And coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for some Friday night activities, about 12 minutes to 9, you can come down and see the Montserrat Emerald Isle Ballers take on the BVI Skillful Ballers. And that is definitely going to be an intense match because we have history. I remember a couple of years ago, BVI somehow in the last moment was able to outmaneuver Montserrat in the national tournament. And then later, several years later, the Volcanics have definitely toppled the BVI Skillful Ballers before. But again, this evening they have a rematch, and I know the energy is going to be in the air as Antoine Robinson promises to bring something special. But I like the play of Teshawn Phillip, Jazik Weeks, and guys like Kish Phillip joining the team this year to have some different chemistry.
And let's not leave out Mesai Popo. Mesai Popo has been giving some good, once he gets on that court, he gives some good time, good rebounding, good putbacks. So,
all in all, the team has had a chance to gel because they've played about 3 games together. So I believe we'll see an increased performance from them this evening. And we're looking forward for the nation to come out and support our boys. Let's face it. They're our village boys. From Salem, you have Robin coming all the way across from Salem, and bring up the whole Johnson family, the Johnson clan living off island. We have to shout them out. And, of course, those players coming from St. Peter's, Cudgerhead. And, Cudgerhead has a long basketball history. We're not going to go into the details, Mr. Wade. But some of the parents of the players are right here, and we're encouraging others in the village all across the island from Lookout, again, to Salem, to come out and enjoy some of this basketball that MABA has put on for you. The government of Montserrat, of course, and by extension, Sports Department. So here's a fadeaway by Devontae for the Falcons. But the big man, 45, Trimmingham, he's getting some rebounds there, and he's bringing the ball over as well, the half. Usually the ball will be passed to a guard, but he's going ISO all the way. The rest of the team is asking, what are you doing? We're all playing on the same team, so everybody's now a little bit upset. But here's the Falcons in transition, 1-2, and aggressive again, Mr. Wade. The team concept has to come back into the game because there's too much ISO ball happening at this moment. And we need to get that ball moving and players to get back and get in their positions. So again, crazy. Another 6, D'Souza launching up another shot. And his teammates are looking at him trying to ask, look, guys, let's practice what we've done. So here's the Falcons. Number 6, trying to score a 3-pointer early in the offensive set, 13 seconds left. And here comes the Wadadli Elites over the half. And here is Lewis driving, trying to get in the middle. But 5 Falcons are playing great defense. And here's 0. Agent 0, instead of taking an easy layup, dunking the ball and unable to finish. So my good friend, number 6, has to finish it there for the Falcons, and his name, of course, is Mr. Kevonte Bedford. So Bedford getting the offensive rebound and putting the ball back in the hoop. Here's the Wadadli Elites. D'Souza dropping off the ball to the big man. Number 17, or number 41 it looks like. 41 for the Wadadli Elites, but a turnover there. Falcons touch pass to Agent 0, Garfield Hodge. And they're picking up the pace here, but the score reflecting a score of 21 for St. Kitts Falcons, and of course 27, Mr. Wade, for the Wadadli Elites.
Yes, and I think he was kind of upset with that call, but yeah, definitely some contact there in the open court. So number 0 will go to the line to shoot 1 free throw.
Yes, Mr. Garfield Hodge for the St. Kitts Falcons. If you're just joining the live broadcast, you're listening to the night 4 of the MABA Invitational Champions of Champions League right here in Montserrat. And before is the second game of the 4th night, you have the Wadadli Elites taking on the Falcons, St. Kitts Falcons, coming out of Sandy Point. Everybody in Sandy Point listening, good evening to you over there in St. Kitts. And Sandy Point Falcons trying their best to represent for the nation of St. Kitts this evening.
Yes. Welcome. Here we have the Elite.
Yes, D'Souza passing it to Lewis for the Wadadli Elites. Back to D'Souza in the middle of the court. Down to Lewis, number 56 for the Elites. And he's in the corner, spins it back up to the 3-point line. And a 3-second violation on the Wadadli Elites at this time. About 8 minutes, Mr. Wade, left in the second quarter.
Yes, and still a close game. But both teams have to still settle, get some players going.
Here is Hodge for the Falcons, taking a 3-point shot but unable to convert. And there are 4 Falcons swarming the St. Kitts team. And here's
that was a good trap in
number 6.
That was a good trap in the zone, in the corner. Very good trap there.
Kevonte Bedford converting in the fast break. 2 points for number 6, Kevonte Bedford. And here's Lewis for the Wadadli Elites on the offensive attack. Playing some iso ball, kicks it out to Trimmingham. Trimmingham dialing up a 3-pointer there, and it's nothing but net. Trimmingham, he's an offensive threat.
Yes, he is.
heavy piece of artillery Wadadli Elites is walking with here. So 3 points there for the Wadadli Elites. Score now 30 for the Wadadli Elites, 24 for the St. Kitts Sandy Point Falcons. So what do we have happening before us this evening?
Ooh.
The big man for St. Kitts, number 5, at the top of the key, trying a big man move, but the ball was stolen by the St. Kitts team, and the ball now out of bounds. So the referee, Mr. Cranston Buffon, heads over to the scorer's table to ensure that the ball still remains in prime peak condition, and he wipes off any moisture, especially playing on a rubber court. We look forward to having our wood court in Montserrat, Mr. Wade. I can speak things into existence.
Yes, of course.
I mean,
you're allowed to.
You have to, because I remember several years ago we did not have an indoor court, and we said many moons ago Montserrat must have an indoor court, and therefore it happened.
And we are now playing
and we're now India playing.
Players.
So we have to speak things into existence, and we will say that we will have our wood court
very well
in the future.
Very well.
Right? So here's 0, Mr. Hodge. And I'm put back here by number 5 for the St. Kitts Falcons. He's playing hard, he's playing big, he has a lot of heart, and he's very passionate out there on the floor this evening. Number 5, who is Tivadi Herbert. And a 3-point attempt again by the Wadadli Elites as Lewis spins in the post and converts. He's all over the offense for the Wadadli Elites this evening. So here's a drive again by Kevante, but a foul now. So a little change in pace as the foul occurs, and Kevante very lucky just now, because it could have gone anyway. It could have almost been a charging foul.
Yes, of course.
If the defender had planted, it would have been a charge. So the foul now is on 55 for the Wadadli Elites.
I saw a play today where that same defensive line, a guy dunked over a guy, he just barely touched him with his leg, and he got an offensive foul. And people were commenting. Some people were for, some people were against. I don't know.
Well, once you're outside the restricted area, you are set for a charge. But if an offensive player is driving and you're setting your stance,
but the guy actually went over the guy's head.
Okay.
Something like that Vince Carter dunk.
And the foul was called.
And the foul was called. And people were for and people were against. I thought it was clean in my books, but they said his leg touched the guy and something.
Yeah, so now before you were done, it's Elites.
That's 2 points.
Was a little bit frustrated, but somehow was able to get the loose ball, and he converted 2 points there for the Wadadli Elites. So here's Kevante to Gums, bounces into the post. The big man shuffling his feet a little bit under there, number 5.
That was a traveler.
But Tivadi Herbert gets in the scorebook and scores 2 points. So again, Lewis at the top of the key, getting it to the wing. Free throw line extended to Joshua. And 3-point attempt here, back iron by the Wadadli Elites. And here comes Mr. Hodge for the St. Kitts Falcons. He pulls back the offense and tries to slow it down. But the Kevante, definitely not slowing down, heads to the top of the free throw line and drills a 2-point shot, a 20-foot jump shot. And he's looking good.
Yeah, he is.
So again, D'Souza trying to keep that ball alive, but Falcons swarming all over the game this evening as Hodge gets it to Marlon Tibbet. And 2-point conversion for the Falcons again. The score now 31-34 with about 5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. The St. Kitts Falcons are really playing defense.
They're under hustle.
So a foul call there by Kingsley Liebert. It looks like number 6 for the Elites. No, for the Falcons gets that call. So that's Kevante. He has to be careful. That's 16 getting that foul. Number 2, they must be careful with the fouls, because it seems the Wadadli Elites now have 3 fouls, and the St. Kitts team still has no fouls on the board.
Yeah. Here we have possession of the Falcons from the outside sidelines.
You know what I like about this tournament? I'm seeing a lot of youngsters coming down here with their parents between the ages of 7 and 12, Mr. Wade, and they're right at every game. They're watching what's going on. It's a good time of the year because there's no exams.
Yes.
So the children are out and they're taking part. My son is downstairs, Joseph, and I know he's very intrigued with what's happening, so I had to make sure I had to bring him this evening especially because he doesn't want to miss the basketball action in Montserrat. So here's Wadadli Elite's driving, the gentleman that had popped out his shoulder. He's back in the game. Mr. Daly, wearing number 28. And he's knocked up, bruised up, but he's a fighter.
Yes.
He's not giving up. And he's in the game. So here we have Hodge for the Falcons, who gets a post touchdown to number 5, who is playing a fantastic post game. But a foul called by Joshua from Antigua, the Wadadli Elites, Mr. Wade.
I don't know. Well, the official's decision is final, but I thought that he beat him on the spin, drive to the basket, and height difference. I would have given him,
Benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Tivadi Herbert is now at the free throw line. First free throw attempt I've seen, and that free throw attempt is good.
Yep.
The score now 32
34.
That's right. Second free throw attempt there seems to hit the front iron and go out of bounds. So the Wadadli Elites are going to be awarded the ball. A special good night to all the peace officers out there. I want to say a special good night to the sponsors again, Mr. Wade. I don't know if we can just shout them out one time. While the game
Bank of Montserrat, St. Patrick's Cooperative Credit Union, ZGB Radio, Nicky's Parlor, Victor Supermarket, Sarah, Ashok, CG United, Chemango Villa, Office of the Premier.
That's correct. As now as you're looking on the court, you're seeing Herbert for the Falcons.
That's a good move.
Nice movement of the ball there. And that's what we were talking about a couple nights ago, where we're seeing the teams able to rotate the ball without much dribble so that they can create movement. That ball is actually like a 6-man on the court, because once you keep it moving, there is no way that the defender can keep up. So
yeah.
definitely a well-played, well-executed move there by the Wadadli Elite. So here's the Falcons swinging the ball to number 6 from the free throw line as Herbert on the top. He's shooting a jump shot. And
he makes
again,
it.
that ball touches all 360 corners of that hoop.
Now we have a tie game. Elites. Young Elite on the court here.
Steal by Falcons, number 1. Very familiar face in Montserrat, Hodge. And he's able to convert with 5. Again, Herbert has 6 unanswered points there for the Falcons. He's signaling to the coach, "Coach, I need a break. I'm getting a little bit winded here." And the coach, Sean, tells him, "Look, you have to play through. Can't take you out at this time. There's a momentum on the court." So here's Lewis, the guard for Wadadli Elite, reminding us of Termite from Antigua national team.
What a block.
Big block there by Kevonte. And Kevonte lets him know, "Hey, young man, I'm on the court. You got to do better than that."
That's a good block.
So if you're hearing a whistle in the background, there's a timeout called. The Wadadli Elites want to talk about it a little bit. The score 38
36.
Yes, in favor of the St. Kitts Falcons.
Yes, good game here. This is the level of competition you want to see nightly. And, it's going to increase as it comes down to the finals. So we expect to have some better games coming up. Moderate crowd here tonight. Not a bumper crowd. I expect to see more people coming in shortly. It's Friday night. People are out liming tonight. So I expect to see some more persons here tonight. Later on this evening.
Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, remember the prime time, the major game this evening, the Wadadli Elites now playing against the Falcons. But coming up next, we're going to have the Emerald Ballers in green. And the Emerald Ballers will be taking on none other than the BVI Skillful Ballers. So it's going to be an interesting matchup as they have some unfinished business from last year. And the grudge matches, I like those games because they get to clean up any issues that they have.
Yeah. And not missing any action at the moment. The ball is Elite's ball. We will now have an inbound from the baseline at the far end. 28 on the inbound. Skips it to the top.
Yes, that's
56.
Daly for Wadadli Elite. Getting it to Lewis and getting it to Trimmingham. Number 45 again slows down the game and able to hit his three-pointer comfortably without much problems.
Falcons.
And Beldoza, number 3 for the St. Kitts Falcons, Sandy Point Falcons. He's familiar and hits a 3 there. Interesting basketball at this time.
Yep.
So both teams are warm and ready to go. So Trimmingham, again, dials up a 3, but Brown, number 12 for the Falcons, gets the ball, gets it across to Kevonte passes it to Beldoza, and a big block there by Lewis on the glass. Well, I see foul called. Yes, foul call, and the foul will be on number 56.
But I like that. I don't know if it's a designed play, but I like that backdoor cut by 3, giving up the ball and going around the back. And the player who passed the ball to him, I can't remember the number. If it was an executed play, it was really good.
So what happened just now, you had number 12, Mr. Brown, senior man, executing the pass for the backdoor cut. It's called the backdoor cut, where the offensive player fakes as if he's going to the three-point line and immediately pivots and heads back to the basket, and therefore usually setting off the balance of the defensive player, and the offensive player is able to execute.
But I don't think he faked. He just gave up the ball and went around.
So he did a shortcut.
Yeah.
Indeed. So first free throw was a miss. The second free throw was good. And here comes the Wadadli elites. As you see, Mr. Daly getting the ball to Trimmingham. Trimmingham guarded by the Falcons in a man-to-man zone. Trimmingham again punks in the ball, but a steal by number 1 Hodge for the St. Kitts team. And number Kevante, 6, passing the ball to Brown, but behind his back, and he was still able to get his possession into his hands. Amazing. So here is D'Souza for the Wadadli elites, and Brown, number 12 for the Falcons, collects that ball and gets it up to D'Souza. Bounce past to Antonio, and a block there by the big man for the Wadadli elites. Yes. Great defense there. They need to slow down the game a bit because it's just too intense. And number 56 drives it to the big man. And a foul called right under the basket in front of official George Green. So it looks like the big man will get a chance to score 2 free throws from the cherry stripe. That's known as the free throw line.
Yes.
And a little bit of back and forth between 2 players. Number 45, Trimmingham, and number 1 for the Falcons team this evening. So number 1, none other than Taslin Hodge. He's been coming to Montserrat for several years, playing with several teams for the Falcons. But Sean being the coach of the Falcons team, always ensures the competition coming out to St. Kitts is in good shape.
Yes, it is. And they're playing good ball. They're playing good ball. For where they are today in this tournament, you know that they had to play good ball to be there in this position. But they are continuing to play good ball. If they win this game tonight, they should be proud of themselves because they've really played good ball during this whole tournament.
But Antigua and St. Kitts, any kind of game is competitive.
Yeah, it will be. Here we have Falcons.
Hodge passing to D'Souza. D'Souza, one-hand pass, back to Hodge. On the free throw line extended, back to D'Souza. Remains on the same side of the offensive court. But Antonio sets a baseline shot. A big three-pointer there, and a conversion foul there on Lewis. Lewis has got to be careful. Got to be careful with those plays, because what's going to happen later in the game, critical time needs to be in and he can't play.
Yeah.
56 now has 2 fouls, and the St. Kitts Falcons are in the bonus. So you know what that means. Any foul after this point in the quarter means they go straight to the free throw line. So we want to say a special good night to those listening in Radio Land, our peace officers on the outside patrolling Montserrat. Special good night to you, those members over there at the Defense Force conducting their search and rescue activities, and of course those firefighters on call. Special good night to those persons working at the hospital and are tuned in to our live broadcast right here this evening. Unfortunately, the Baldoza steps outside after committing that big 3-point shot. And St. Kitts now in the lead, 45-39. Look at that.
Yep.
Turns around in a twinkling of an eye. Again, another 3-point attempt there by Baldoza, but Brown
Falcons.
gets the rebound, and D'Souza collects the ball, gets it to Lewis for the Wadadli elites. He's taking on 2 defenders, and here's Daly, pump fake, trying to go to the cup, but he moves before dribbling. George Green not making any joke with that. Former National Guard calls a traveling violation. Ball awarded to the St. Kitts Falcons. Falcons trying to pick up the pace a bit here as Antonio drops it off the Brown with a big block by the big man.
Too casual though.
Big man for Wadadli elites. Number 41
I think he anticipated that play, and he should have gone to the basket. He was coming baseline, and I expected him to extend or something. He was coming too casual. So that was the result of being too casual on the baseline there.
Indeed.
Here we have Elites will be shooting 2 from the future line. Number 15. 15?
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 15.
Yeah.
And that's the Souza
He
for the
shoots.
Wadadli Elites.
Converts the first score 45-40. D'Souza shoots his second. Makes it. Score 41-45 with 5:17 to play in the quarter.
So inbounds here now, 5:50, 1 minute remaining, less than a minute. And here we have Hodge, number 1 for the Falcons. Bounce pass by 7. Antonio gets a chance to score in the post, but he's swinging his elbows there. Foul called on number 41, the big man for Antigua, Wadadli Elites. And he now has his second foul. He must be careful because, hey, going into the third in the mid here, Mr. Wade, it's not easy to be done with fouls.
Yep.
And you have to execute. You know Falcons are going to pick up the pace in the third quarter.
Number 8 for the Falcons converts his first free throw.
That's correct.
1 shot to go. Score is 46-41. Number 8 bounces. Shoots. Scores his second free throw, 47-41 in
As
favor of the Falcons.
Yes, and as you're referring to number 8, that's Antonio Boyd taking 2 free throws, makes 1, misses 1, but a little bit too much mustard on the ball just now as you see the ball ricocheting outside. And Brown for the Falcons, big man number 12, getting it over to Hodge. So Hodge passes the ball to the baseline. Beldoza gets it back to Hodge. Bounce pass there by Brown to Antonio, short of a length. And the big man again, number 41 for the Wadadli Elites. He has the ball. So now we have Turningham. Turningham bounce pass to Daly. Daly slows the ball. The intensity for the Wadadli Elites is there. He sends the number 41 into the post. And now some back and forth conversations with some of these players. Mr. Wade, I'll let you speak about it a bit.
Seems to be holding. He's upset because the Falcons player was holding his jersey, but the officials quickly sorted the altercation that was about to happen there. So tempers are rising, people are getting excited, but for the goodwill of the game, we have to just settle and play. Here we have 28, Wadadli Elites. Elites on the drive to the basket, misses. Elites, put back, misses. Elites on the rebound. Number 56 took that rebound. And that is the end of the second quarter.
And it's halftime. Halftime now.
Yeah.
Score 47-41. 47 for the St. Kitts Falcons and 41 for the Wadadli Elites. And indeed, true to form, a big change there in the game, as in the first quarter, the Wadadli Elites were up by 10, 27-17. Now at the end of the half, the score now 47-41. St. Kitts Falcons definitely put in the brakes.
As we expected. So we'll see the outcome when in the third quarter. I expect some more exciting basketball. You know, guys are getting excited, and you know, tempers are getting a little bit, you know, out of hand sometimes. But the officials are gonna have to control the game a bit more, and let's have some good basketball. There must be a winner, and there must be a loser.
Just before we leave, we're going to let you know that the Wadadli Elites have gone into the locker room, and the Falcons are right here warming up. They're not even coming off the court, so that is dedication and seriousness. They are determined to prove a point here this evening. So in a few moments, coming up next, the Emerald Island Ballers taking on the BVI Skillful Ballers. Both teams are in the house, dressed and getting ready to go. And that's going to be an exciting game. Come on down to the Little Bay Sports Center and check out this basketball action. It's a Champion of Champions League, Mr. Wade, and it's definitely impressive thus far.
Yes, it is. It is.
So we're going to send me back over to Master Control, and we will see you back here in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Have a good evening. Talk to you soon.
Spread peace and love, soca music. your differences and unite. Spread peace and love with soca music worldwide. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Where there is war, it's up to us to bring peace. Where others have fears, soca music will bring relief. So tell the UN that we have the solution. I'm back and down summit, right here in the Caribbean. On festival day, we gon' jump up and dingle there. Amnesty the West Indian way, no more terrorism and war. I declare drugs and crime is the demons of our time. Poor people and poverty line. Mr. Festival, tell them we don't want that here. Put aside your differences and unite. Spread peace and love with soca music worldwide. Put aside your differences and unite. Right here, right now, peace and love with soca music worldwide. We're all in this together. Let's help things to get better. Put aside your differences and unite. Spread peace and love with soca music worldwide. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Festival or carnival, it's the same. This national treasure, seek at 9 of fortune your fame. Its only motive is to spread unity, uplift the oppressed, and promote equality. And it's good to know, soca rolled out of the ghetto, from the sweet riffs of Calypso. Now across the globe, people dancing in the streets. It's a date, tonight let us celebrate. Make a pledge before it's too late, and feel the soca vibration in your feet. Put aside your differences and unite. Spread peace and love with soca music worldwide. Put aside your differences and unite. Right here, right now, peace and love with soca music worldwide. We're all in this together. Let's help things to get better. Put aside your differences and unite. Spread peace and love with soca music worldwide. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Are you ready to go home now? When this festival in Emerald City, people jumping up and going crazy. We nah go home. We nah go home. If you see a man behind a woman and revelers beating pan and iron, we nah go home. We nah go home. People jumping up to the left, they're jumping up to the right. We partying all day, we partying all night. So if you're looking
Welcome back to the Little Bay Sporting Complex, where we have the third quarter in this second encounter in tonight's fourth night of competition here at Little Bay. Here we have Falcons versus Wadadli Elites, and the score here is 47-41 in favor of the Falcons. Wadadli Elites with the ball on turnover. So we have the Elites with a side ball inbound. 56 will inbound for the Wadadli Elites. Here's the inbound. 56 with the ball. Dribbles. Looks. Assesses. Goes around the screen. Set by 45. Number 28 for the Elites with the drive to the hoop. Misses. Number 41 inbounds the ball, but intercepted by 16 for the Elites. Elites, number 16. Gets it to 28. 28 to 45 for the Elites. Elites. 16. Passes it to 45. 45. Dribbles. Bounce pass to number 28 who goes to the basket and scores 2 points. Score here 47-43 in favor of the Falcons. Falcons with the ball.
Antonio
Number
driving, but a foul committed by number 45. That's Trimmingham. Trimmingham committing that foul, slowing down the play. It's about 8 minutes and 51 seconds left in the third quarter. And my, oh my, it's been very intense between the Antigua Wadadli Elites and, of course, the Sandy Point Falcons from St. Kitts thus far, Mr. Wade.
Yes.
That foul is going to just settle the game a bit. 2 free throws coming up next.
Yeah. Number 8 for the Falcons will take the free throws, given the ball by official Green.
That's correct. Spins
Here
the
we
ball
go.
back to himself, takes 2-3 dribbles, bends his knees, flicks his wrist, and the first shot at the free throw line attempted by Mr. Antonio is good.
Score 48-43. 8:51 to play in the third quarter.
Once again, Antonio flicking the ball, spinning it back to himself, taking 3 strong dribbles, bending his knees, flicking his wrist, and another free throw conversion there. So 2 points from the cherry stripe. Bringing the score now to 49-43 with about 8 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Daly swinging it down to D'Souza, who drives and kicks it back to Daly. Daly is now going to take a 3-point attempt. A little bit short of the mark, but a big man, number 41 for Wadadli Elites. He kicks it back to Trimmingham, number 45 for the Elites. Kicks it down to D'Souza, but it goes through his hands. A little butter there on those fingers.
Yes. Maybe there's some sweat or something in his palms.
Hopefully he can get that addressed before.
Here we have the Falcons. On the offense, number 8 drives to the basket, forces his way through, and he's called for the travel by official Green. So it's Elite's ball from the side. 56 will inbound. 56 inbounds to 28. 28 gets it over the half. Gets it over the half.
Yes, that's
Yes,
that's the gentleman named Daly. No look,
Skips it
no
to
look pass
41.
there.
41 to 45 for the Elites. 45 pulls up a 3-pointer, misses. 5 for Falcons with the rebound. Gets it out to number 3 for the Elite. For Falcons. And he's looking the foul, but he never got it. Number 16 gets it to 56 for Elites, who pulls up a J, misses. Now, number 3 for the Falcons is arguing for a foul and hasn't gone back to play any defense.
They got to be careful with that because the referees are not tolerating any disrespect this evening.
Falcons ball. Jump shot from the far corner. 3-point shot. There by, what's his number?
Number 4,
Number
Gums.
4 for the Falcons. Here's 56, big man for Elites. Misses on a jumper. Ball from the side will be the Falcons ball.
So I'm going to give you a little support here because I realize that some line change in the line for husband. Here, number 6 back in the game, Kevonte for the Falcons, getting it down to Baldoza. Baldoza passing to Antonio, and Antonio missing that shot. And Daly for the Wadadli Elite gets his rebound. He's trapped by 3 players. Look at that, Mr. Wade. Wow.
Good defensive play.
That is something. The Wadadli Elite player, Mr. Daly, number 28. He's the gentleman that had the shoulder dislocation a few moments ago. But
Yeah, he's still swinging that shoulder.
usually you see a trap zone with 2 defenders, but when 3 defenders mean that they're going to trap you, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
And a seasoned guard would have looked to pass that ball out because somebody should be open.
But it turned out to be a jump ball. Here we have number 8 in the middle. Skips it out for the jumper. Misses. 45 for the Elites with the rebound. Number 28. Elite with the dribble over. Goes back straight into that trap zone, but he gets out of it luckily. Here we have 56 for the Elite. Jump shot. Scores 2 points.
That's Mr. Lewis. He's warming up here in the third quarter.
Score here 52-45 in favor of the Falcons. Here we have the Falcons on the dribble. Slides. Number 3 gets it back. Passes it to 8. 8 on the dribble. Gets it around the corner. Good pass.
Antonio.
Inside the paint. Ball movement. Very good there by the Falcons. Score here. 54-45 in favor of the Falcons. Elites. 28. On the drive. On the dribble. Gets it. Skips it to the far out to 56. So shoot for 3. Misses. And here we have number 3 for the Falcons.
Beldoza.
Lovely. 56-45. Falcons slipping away with it here. Here we have 56 for Elites. Gets it over 2 weeks. 28, who pulls up for far 3. 55, misses the rebound. 45 with the ball. Tries to drive to the hoop. And he is...
charging foul there by...
That's an offensive.
Yeah,
charging foul there called by official Green. A little overextension of the elbow, the forearm there by the offensive player. So we have now Falcons ball from the side. Number 3 for Falcons, William Bound, to number 1. Number 1 with the ball. Falcons getting it over that. Sends it straight into the paint to 8. And he's blocked by 41. Number 56 is called for the foul.
That's Lewis. And he has to be careful once again.
And basket is good, deemed good. Yes.
Basket is good. Score now 56-45 in favor of the St. Kitts Falcons, rather 58-45 listeners. And Antonio, that's 2 points conversion there for the Falcons. He's getting a chance to score a shot from the free throw line.
Yeah, Falcons are playing some good organized basketball.
No, as I said before, Coach Sean, who has been coaching for about 20 years in St. Kitts, we actually played under 19 basketball together several years ago, 2001, 2000, and now he's coaching the St. Kitts Sandy Point Falcons. And here you have number 56.
Here we have the trap again by the Falcons. Falcons are doing their trapping and it's working. 56 for Elite, trying to
get a shot off. But the Sandy Point Falcons are trapping every possession at this point.
Yep. And they work. The trap is working. It's just for them now to convert those traps, the results of those traps into basket.
And in all honesty, the Wadadli Elites team is a junior team. It's a youth team, but this is a champions of champions tournament. This is not the place to be in a baptism or initiation rites. We are playing, big men are playing here.
Yeah, well, if you're coming to the big man game, you have to take what you get.
Exactly.
So
here's Gums getting it to Hodge. Antonio for the Falcons, getting it to Beldoza. Beldoza brings it over the half, and he's going straight to the cup. There's a foul call. 2 points. 3 the hard way. As you see, Beldoza cutting through the defense. I love that
left with his left hand. He
reminds you of somebody from Townhill?
Well, maybe Chrissy, yeah. Chrissy. That looks like a Chrissy left hand layup there. Crystal Bunker. That's a Crystal Bunker left hand layup there. Chrissy used to just torment you with that left hand. So, yeah, the score is 61-46. 5:36 to play in the third quarter.
And you know what, Coach? I say Coach Astrid because I know you wear many hats.
No,
there has to be a time when a coach can see something not working and make an adjustment.
Yeah.
You cannot see 2, 3, 4 plays happen because basketball is a game of runs. So you must pick up the sequence at some point and decide, look, this method is not working, let's try something
else. Yep.
But to allow your players to go down in a hole is self-inflicted gunshot wound. Because you can only get them worse. Yeah.
Here we have number 3 for the Falcons shooting his free throw, and he converts.
Textbook Beldoza converted, and now we're in the full court trap.
Setting up for the trap.
Falcons
again.
Falcons are everywhere, and they're giving Mr. Daly a run for his money tonight. Number 28, I don't know how much more he can take. From the first quarter, he has been getting serious blows out there. But again, St. Kitts getting ready to put on the clamps. And I'm seeing some whistles here. Jump ball called. Can't make up decision whose ball it is. A jump ball. And Kingsley Liebert, senior official, goes over to have a conversation with Wanga. He has to be careful because Kingsley doesn't need much inspiration to award you with something.
Technical.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to say technical, but award you with a reward for your performance.
Yes.
So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Wadadli Elites now having the ball. They score 62-46 in favor of the Falcons. So here's Joseph getting the ball to 28, who is Daly. And another pass down to him once again. He's driving on the baseline, holds the player, and a foul on number 5 as he drives on the baseline just now.
To be honest with you, though, I don't think that guy was going to do much with that ball. I would have just shot the baseline and see what he does. I don't think he was going to do much with that
When
ball.
you say shut the baseline, explain to our listeners what you
Put
mean.
my foot on the base and send him where I want him to go.
So once you cluster off that baseline, he must now go back to the middle of the
Yeah,
court.
exactly.
I'm telling you, and that language is familiar. I remember you saying to me several years, Jensen, close it off, close the door.
Yes.
Don't let them out.
They can't get through there.
So here's Hodge coming over the half for the Falcons. Antonio,
pass.
nice high-low attempt there. Number 8. What a pass, like a baseball pass there.
Yeah.
But a little bit too hot to hold. Goes to the hands of the Falcons player. And ball now with Hodge. Rather Daly for the Elites team. Here's Lewis, number 56 for the Wadadli Elites. And Daly gets it back at the top of the key. Takes a nice jump shot attempt there. Rebound by Lewis. He seems to be all over the court.
Yeah. He's an action man.
So a foul there signaled by official Cranston Buffon, and that foul is on number 5. Yes. And now another foul there on number 4. So number 5 having 2 fouls, and number 4 as well having 2 fouls.
Just had some substitution, 12 and...
Yes. So Brown is now back in the game, and also Agent Zero. I call him Garfield Hodge. He also is back in the game. Fresh legs in the second half of the third quarter, which is a very smart move. It's a coach's play, basically to increase the energy by the guards and, of course, to ensure that the defense stays tight. Here's Hodge, fast dribbling the ball over the half. And now he gets it into Baldoza. Baldoza has the ball, number 3. Back to Hodge, it looks like, and a steal there by 41 for the Wadadli Elites. And here's Lewis driving to the cup. He goes all the way. No foul called, and Wanga pleading to the official, can you please consider blowing a foul so I can have a chance to get some free throws. So here's number 5. He's going to try to go all the way to the cup with a Euro step, and a foul by 41. So Kingsley Liebert signaling over the back foul, and Wanga protesting on the side, totally protesting about the call just now, as he's saying the player should have received a foul on the other end, but now you're blowing the foul on this end of the court. And several players are frustrated, but they have to remain calm in the heat of the battle. Yeah, the heat of the battle, you have to remain calm.
Yeah.
Once there's a lot of noise on the outside, you have to have peace on the inside. So the first free throw attempt by number 5 seems to have missed the shot. I'm going to tell you his name because the listeners out there want to know who are these young men who have traveled so far to represent their islands. So again, number 5, Tivadi Herbert, playing some good minutes. But oh my goodness, Baldoza getting it back to Herbert. And Wadadli Elite trying their best to close out. Herbert converting 2 points. Just
a good steal.
Steal again.
The Falcons.
All over the place.
Ooh.
Here's Daly trying to get a layup. But again, big man number 41 gets it to Lewis. And collision there.
And he's fouled.
Foul at the cup.
But the Falcons, though, the defense is good. Defense is
top-notch.
Top-notch defense.
Top-notch. There's nothing to ask. Number 12 committed a foul. That's Mr. Brown for the Falcons just now. And therefore, number 56 for Wadadli Elites. Mr. Lewis goes to the cherry stripe to shoot a pair of free throws.
56 at the line. Given the ball by official Buffon. Scores his first. Score moves to 51-64 with 4:02 to play in the third.
And what I noticed as well, Mr. Wade, you notice that the shooters, when they're doing their free throws, they repeat the same activity every time. Down to the dribble, down to the shake, down to the switch.
Yeah.
So 2 points conversion there for the Wadadli Elite. Well needed points. Score 64-52 in favor of the Falcons. So here's Brown zipping it across to Agent Zero, who gets it back to Herbert, number 5. And now Lewis on the ground, 56 for the Wadadli Elites. Outlet pass to 18, the Souza.
Too hard.
But unfortunately can't convert. And the ball now awarded to the Sandy Point Falcons with 3 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So here we go with the Sandy Point Falcons getting the ball in the court, bringing it over. Here's Beldoza. Daly pokes it away. And Daly for the Wadadli Elites is asking his team, let's give it a little more. Bring up your energy. He's talking. And big man Brown, number 12 for the Falcons, gets it to Herbert. But a call is there. Seems to be Herbert going to the basket. And he's fouled again. And we'll get a chance to score at the free throw line. Very well executed play. And you'll notice the dribbling between the players have become less and less and less.
Touches.
So more touch passes and movement of the ball.
Yeah.
The score now 64-52. And the foul again on number 41. The big man for the Wadadli Elites.
Have to be careful here. And Falcons converting their first free throw.
Indeed.
Second free throw
That's right.
will be attempted. Shot. Scores.
So 2 free throws successful for the Falcons, as the Falcons now are in a full court press. 3 guards in the back court, 2 guards in the front court. De Souza for Wadadli Elite zips it to 55, who was making an appearance here in the third quarter. De Souza trying his best to convert, but can't finish that layup. Lewis gets the rebound. He's in an ISO all the way to the end. Passes it back to 16, De Souza, and 55 for the Wadadli
On the
Elite.
cleanup.
Junkyard dog, we call that home. Playing hard, getting that rebound, and getting a putback. Not giving up on the play. And here's Baldoza getting it to Brown. And now to Agent Zero, who is Hodge. Hodge unable to convert that layup. And De Souza, he's taking on 3 defensive players for the Wadadli Elites. Now Lewis, number 56, has the ball, crossing it over, heading to the left side of the court. Bounce pass to Daly. There's 10 seconds left in the shot clock. And here's Lewis, pass faking, shot faking, and a shot a little bit long of the mark. And Brown for the Falcons gets the rebound. Here's Hodge getting the ball to another Hodge. So Hodge to Hodge, conversion, and number
Falcons. 68-56 with 2:15 to play in the third.
Here's Wadadli Elites in the drive. And again, the Falcons on everything as Brown dives on the ball. And here we have number 55 for the Wadadli Elites, converting a 2-point conversion. 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Here we have the Falcons, Sandy Point Falcons,
Big shot.
taking a
Number
long
one.
2-point shot.
70-58.
Yes, 70-58. Sticky position to be in at this time.
Yep.
As Lewis for the Wadadli Elites passed the ball down to number 55 on the baseline. He's trapped as 2 Hodge Falcons players. They just trap him, and there's a jump ball called. Yep, jump ball called. Ball now goes back to the Falcons. So you see the intensity. They are up at least 12 points.
And they're still playing
And
hard.
they are still swarming. They are still swooping into action.
Yeah.
The Falcons are all over the Wadadli Elites. So here comes Hodge, who's going through the paint, and a foul committed. The Sinkers team has 4 fouls, and the Antigua team having 7
fouls.
So that means every foul committed past this point for the St. Kitts team, they will
Go to the line.
have a free throw or 2 free throw attempts. So if you're just joining us, you're right in time. You're listening to live basketball action at the Multipurpose Sports Center. My name is Jenzo Skerritt. I'm here next to the General Secretary for the Montserrat Amateur Basketball Association, Mr. Astrid Wade. And we're trying our best to give you some of the basketball commentary of the MABA 2025 Champions of Champions League. It was long in the waiting. We've been waiting for this league for several months, and we have 7 teams contesting this tournament this year. That means the number of teams is up. We have improved our numbers, and we intend to have even more teams going forward. So here now, before you, the Wadadli Elites are taking on the Sandy Point Falcons out of St. Kitts, and these teams are champion club teams from my research. Both teams would have won some tournaments in their jurisdictions, and that has given them the eligibility to play in this, our Champions of Champions tournament.
Yep.
So Daly launches the ball out to his colleague on the Wadadli Elites, 56, who is crossing the ball over in the middle of the court. He's trying to take on an ISO play. Back to Daly, but defense there by Gums, and Daly dives on the floor for the ball with Beldoza from St. Kitts.
Yeah.
And a bit of lip, a little bit of talking, and they shake hands.
Yes, of course. I mean, that's camaraderie of the game. I mean, a man falls down also, you pull him up in the heat of the battle, no matter if, we're wearing different colors.
Well, some mentalities are the Mamba mentality, so you don't bother with that.
Yeah.
So when we say being sportsmanship, yes, we appreciate sportsmanship, but some of these professional players, and Michael Jordan as well, does not subscribe to pulling up anybody when they're down. So you say they have the greats, and there's the mentality of the thinking of winning, but we try to encourage good sportsmanship.
Yep.
Right? Good sportsmanship is very essential for the development of these players. So we have a timeout at this time, a timeout signaled, and the Wadadli Elites want to talk it over. And as you see, Coach Wanga there on the side with Coach Byron Andrew, coach/manager, Mr. Byron Andrew. They're going to review some players to see what they can come up with the last minute of this quarter to have the score get a bit closer, because now it's 70 to 58, a 12-point lead by the Falcons in the third quarter, and that's serious. You don't want to get too far ahead at this point, because coming up next is the fourth quarter, and both teams are going to come out with 100% energy going in to finish the last leg of the race.
Yes, Gentle, and it's you don't wanna fall back too much, but the intensity of the Falcons here is, it's gonna be tough to get around it. Falcons are playing some good defense on the elite, so we'll see the outcome in the next couple of minutes. 70-58 in favor of St. Kitts Falcons. Elite to inbound from the baseline.
I look at this and I remember the movie The Wizard of Oz, where you had several characters, the Tin Man, the Lion without heart. I'm saying some of these teams this evening, they're reminding me that you need to play with some heart.
Yep. Must.
Because Elites, even though they're down, they have not given up. So here's Gums, driving, dunking the
big
ball.
Dunk.
2-foot dunk. Get out of my way, I'm the big man.
Big dunk.
4, slashing through there, comfortable.
He did that easy, boy.
Oh, yes, I did a little research on Mr. Gums. He's originally from St. Lucia, now residing in St. Vincent. He's joined the St. Vincent camp, and he has made some strides. He's only 19 years old, but he's in good shape, and he's looking to see if he can extend his basketball career. So he has taken on some coaching, being coachable, listening to the coach, improving his diet, focusing on schoolwork and so on, and he has definitely shown it thus far in the tournament. He's about 6'4", 6'3", but definitely one of the players to look out for coming out of this tournament. So here's 55 for the Wadadli Elites, time to make his mark, and he's going to the cup. A foul there on the big man, on number 4. So I think 55 said, look, you may be big, but I'm big too, and two of us are going to have the clash of the giants right here.
Well, for a man that size, I expected him to already extend and try something the others now.
I think now he's got the green light. I think he has just got the green light from Coach Wanga, because Coach Wanga did a sign on the side, and he activated himself immediately.
Yes.
So he started enough, he's seen enough of this, and he too is now getting activated.
73-60 in favor of the Falcons. Free throw by 55.
Very good free throw.
61-73. Of course. At this time, free throws wins games.
Say that again. I think the listeners like that one.
Free throws wins games. We were always told that by coaches.
Indeed. So 2 free throws successful there, as now we have Hodge for the Sandy Point Falcons coming over the half. A nice drill, crossing over, showing a little bit of caliber. And as he passes it to his brother, Hodge again, at the top of the key. Crossing over back to Baldoza. Baldoza attacking the
good
zone.
drive.
Nice 1-2.
Ooh.
2-point conversion by Baldoza. He is too comfortable in that drive. He takes a nice 1-2 step off the glass. 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
And Baldoza, even though he's made the shot, is still arguing for a little bit more advantage. He has one free throw, but still asking for more. You realize?
Yes.
He made the shot, but making the shot is not good enough.
No. And
he just done three the hard way. As the old school would say, 3 the hard way.
Yes.
So here's 56 Lewis, 2 Daly, and these two gentlemen have a good chemistry. But 55 stepping up now, takes a 22-foot jump shot, missing, and Hodge sends a Hail Mary down to Hodge, but it's another turnover. He's not able to convert, and 2 players for the Wadadli Elites are leading the charge, and Brown contests, but 55 right there with the offensive rebound and the putback. So we have activated some players here as big man comes, he flying through, and
big dunk,
2 foot.
This guy, he's athletic.
Yes, and he's not afraid.
Yeah, that was.
But he's jumping with intention.
Yeah.
He didn't take a 1-2. He was safe. He took the 1-2 step and then drive. Some athletes take the 1-2 and jump, and others will take the jump off the 2-foot approach. And he's being safe, and I could understand why. So 2 minutes here. There's going to be a bit of a break before the fourth quarter at this time. If you're just joining, I'm going to invite you down to the Little Bay Sports Center, and I'm going to send back to Master Control. Coming up next after the fourth quarter, the Montserrat Emerald Ballers will be taking on the BVI Skillful Ballers for matchup that is coming up at the top of the hour, and that promises to be a very exciting game. So I'm giving you a break, letting you get something to drink, or come on down to the Little Bay Sports Center, and then I will continue the broadcast with my colleague, Mr. Astrid Wade. Talk to you in a few moments.
Every rock them all night long. Tell you said do this your song. So we come, we can't go wrong. Cause you know say ding dong. That is the iron. We jamming on. That is the iron. So we want to know where we go. Win with the style. Cause they never know me versatile. So we come in with a rocking style. Tell them say we keep them wild. Jam up yourself. Half of the shell. No check for nobody else. So coming down and we know help. Coming to rock it like the Pied Piper, Dr. Lupa. In town, rock around. In town, mash up the town. Rock around. In town, we come. Ting-a-ling, 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 ting-a-ling. That's what we bring. Ting-a-ling. Let me hear you, all of you. Ting-a-ling, 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 ting-a-ling. Yeah, coming down to mash up all of them brain. Ting-a-ling, ting-a-ling, down to make them ting-a-ling, ting-a-ling. When they come on to hop up on ting-a-ling train. Ting-a-ling is nice and clean. Ting-a-ling got them insane. Ting-a-ling go run them again. Tell you said me give them pain. Rock and dance, dance prat. Tell them see it's the ignorance. Pick up a can, pick up a hand. Tell them say that we're running down. In the tongue we rock them now. I gotta rock them till they never want that. Monster Massive! Well, it's weekend time to party, and I got on me clothes already. Leave the stress of work behind me. Time to mix and blend socially. Ease the pressure from a hard day's work. Find a bar, have a gin, a rum and coke. Cause the weekend come, let's celebrate. Break away, just break away. Come on and dance, 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 dance. And dance somebody. Come on and move, 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 move. And move your body. This is the weekend. Let me break away, break away. This is the weekend. Let me jump and say, PGIF, PGIF. Oh, yo, yo, yo. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Maybe I could find a partner. Somebody to share some laughter. Somebody to share a moment. Have some fun and some enjoyment. Time for me to liberate my mind. Some champagne and a rosé, that would be fine. Cause the weekend come, let's celebrate. Break away, just break away. Come on and dance, 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 dance. Dance somebody. Come on and move, 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 move. Move your body. This is the weekend. Let me break away, break away. This is the weekend. Let me jump and say, TGIF, TGIF. Oh, yo, yo, yo. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Oh, yo, yo, yo. Well, from Monday back to Thursday.
Yes, and good evening. Welcome again to the MABA 2025 Basketball Championships. And we have 7 teams taking part in this championship this evening. Right now is game number 2 of the 4th night of basketball between the Sandy Point Falcons and the Wadadli Elites. The score, with about 1 quarter remaining, is 80 to the Sandy Point Falcons from St. Kitts and 69 for the Wadadli Elites. If you're watching the live stream on YouTube on the Government Information Unit, you're now looking at Antonio for the Falcons shooting a free throw attempt here. The first shot is good. The big man for the Wadadli Elites just committing his 5th foul and has now retired to the bench for the rest of the night. So his team presses on without him. Antonio taking 3 dribbles, bending his knees, flicking his wrist, and another free throw conversion at this time. So here we go. Back on the play as the Wadadli Elites bring the ball out of the backcourt into the front court. And D'Souza, number 16, getting it to Lewis, but a steal by Beldoza. And here's Kevonte in transition. Primary break, 2-point conversion for Kevonte from the St. Federation, St. Kitts Sandy Point Falcons. Steal again by Hodge, who chases it down. Here's Kevonte getting it to Beldoza, who cuts through the lane. And a foul called. No, out of bounds called there. So the ball now awarded to the Wadadli Elites, Mr. Wade.
Yes.
And they're playing a lot of defense, tough defense. Oh my goodness,
Still by the
another steal
Falcons.
by Beldoza again. Back to Beldoza from Hodge. And he's wide of the mark. 7 minutes, 55 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Lewis trying to get it over the half. Foul committed on Beldoza.
I think he's getting a bit tired also.
And he's wired up. They still, the coach has not tell them to guys pull back yet. So they're still pressing these guys. They're up 15. So here's Lewis taking a jump shot. High bounce off the rim, but he gets the shooter's bounce and the score now 71 to 84. So here's Daly chasing down the loose ball, getting it to Trimmingham, who gets it down to D'Souza. D'Souza bounce pass to Lewis and cannot convert, but he's fouled hard there. He walks off that blow. And foul on number 6, Kevonte. That's his 3rd foul. Lewis goes to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws.
And Lewis walks like he's injured, but he's not.
The young people call it swag.
Yes.
So that's his walk.
Shoots his first free throw and he scores. 72-84 in favor of the Falcons. 7:31 to play in the fourth.
Coach Wanga clapping time to speak to his players to encourage them to keep at it. Do not let up.
Second shot by Lewis there. Scored good for the elites. So 73-84.
Ball game resumes with Hodge getting the ball from Antonio and Hodge passing it up to Kevonte, up to Antonio, who spins in the lane. As to watch it, what a steal by Lewis. He gets it to De Souza. Tried to bounce it back, but he's out of bounds, a little bit out of control there. And if you're looking on the side, you're looking at BVI skillful ballers getting ready to get dressed. Coming up next, the third and final match for the fourth night. Skillful ballers out of the BVI taking on the Montserrat Emerald ballers. That's coming up next, hopefully at the top of the hour, a few minutes from now. So here's Kevonte for the Sandy Point Falcons. Getting it to number 1, who is Hodge, who gets it back to Kevonte. Bounce pass to Herbert. Herbert takes 2 dribbles. He's in the paint. He up fakes. Up and under. A bounce, and there's a foul there. So therefore, Herbert gets a chance to go to the line, and 55 gets a foul. He has to watch it before he gets in the foul book.
trouble. And he's trying to. You can see he's trying to impress the coaches.
He isn't trying to impress the coaches, but 5 fouls committed by 55, and he takes a seat on the bench. So 2 of the big men for the Wadadli Elites now fouled out, but they played very strong.
Yes.
They contested every shot, and such is life when you're a big man. You live and die with your defense. The first shot by
the thing
Herbert.
the thing is with it, if you don't control it, you'll be on the bench in sorrow.
No, I remember my first outing. I was on the national time at the age of 16, and my Coach Bevan, good night anyway. I remember my first 2 minutes, and only 2 minutes, I fouled out in about 2 minutes the first time. But as a young player, these things happen, and I can admit I learned from it.
Of course.
Never happened to me again.
Yeah.
So here's De Souza driving, getting the ball down to Daly. Daly swinging the ball out to number 55, Lewis, who takes a jump shot, converts. 2-point shot, a long shot there, but only 2 points as Hodge brings the ball over the half. He's running to the middle to the 3-point lane. Bounce pass to Gums. Gums decides to kick it back out to Kevonte. Lots of passes by the Sandy Point Falcons. Here's Hodge on the baseline. Rebound by Herbert. Up fake. Gets a putback, and Gums trying to get a putback as well. But somehow 56, Lewis gets the ball. A new player on the court, a little bit far of the mark. And Herbert brings the ball up the court, who kicks it across to Agent Hodge, who now gets it to Devontae. De Souza, number 16 for the Elites, gets the ball and kicks it up to Daly. Daly, number 28, gets it to 56, who is Lewis, who stutter steps, takes a jump shot. Back iron, nice looking shot there, but Trimmingham takes a big one too, and soft touch.
That guy Tringingham or whatever.
Yes.
I can't call that name properly.
But you feel his presence.
Yeah, he's a threat. He will be a threat at all times.
Yeah, Trimmingham, Devontae Trimmingham. So fouled out for the game thus far is Johansson Nicholas. He has retired for the night. And number 41. Number 41 also unable to finish his game. He is retired for the night. And these 2 players played very good defense. But unfortunately, you know how it goes as a big man.
Yeah.
If the guards let up and the offense is coming, it's our job to protect the basket.
Yes.
The combination of them, the 2 players, 10 stops, so that's 20 points. It would have been a little bit worse if it wasn't for the sacrifice of the big man. So I like to speak up for the big man, because it's a delicate conversation for me.
And that's the thing. And, the game, and I keep saying the game has been taken away from the big men.
The game has changed.
Yeah.
First and foremost.
Well, I'm saying it's been taken away. It's been taken away. I remember the days when coaches tell you the big man must touch the ball first. You understand? Now it's different. But we'll see. Here we have
Gums to Hodge for the Sandy Point Falcons. Long pass to Hodge's brother. Another Hodge on the court. 2 Hodges playing at one time. And a layup attempt there. And Hodge again gets his own rebound and puts it back. Herbert is everywhere wearing the number 5 jersey for Sandy Point Falcons. He has awoken, but a foul on Hodge. Agent Zero has to be careful with that type of play because the Kingsley is not going to make a joke when you have that type of aggression on a game. That's Garfield Hodge. So you have Garfield wearing 0 and Taslin Hodge wearing number 1. So Garfield to Taslin. Here is the Elites. Wadadli Elites driving at the top of the key, kicking the ball out to Trimmingham. Trimmingham taking a 3-pointer, miss. And here comes Kevonte for the Falcons, who gets it bounced past the gums. Here's Herbert in transition. This play is just unstoppable all night. They kick the ball to the 3-point line extended. The big man cuts to the middle and converts. So here's Lewis faking a jab step to the basket.
Big shot.
And no dribble. A 3-point shot there by Lewis, number 56. And he is trying to convert some offense with as little movement as possible.
The score here is 80-89.
Still a wide open ball game. Here comes a drive from number 26. 26, nice move as he drives, pivots, and recalls his play.
Yeah.
2-point conversion. So now it's 89-82 in favor of the Sandy Point Falcons. Kevonte driving hard to the middle. Back iron by Lewis, who gets the defensive rebound. He's in transition. He's taking on 2 defenders. He fades away, hits the iron, and trying to get the ball. But Kevonte for the Falcons, he's going ISO. Bounces the ball down to Herbert, who tries to take a charge. The referees are not looking at him. Score now 91-82 with the Wadadli Elites with the ball. So none other than Lewis, number 56 for the Sandy for Elites, but a steal there by Hodge and gets it to Kevonte. Oh, who slides under the basket. He's lucky that nothing was hurt there, but he slides under the basket. He needs to wipe off his shoes.
Something.
No foul committed, it looks like. No foul committed. No foul committed. And the time here, 4 minutes, actually, and 16 seconds remaining. And I see Mr. George Green wiping off the floor to ensure that that moisture that affected that player just now, is eliminated. And, the players also have been wearing very good gear to play in these tournaments. I wish to see going forward, however, that the teams put together and buy team shoes, because the team shoes now step you up to make sure that you have the right boots and everybody is looking uniform. We have to get to that point. So here we have Lewis for the Wadadli Elites kicking it to Trimmingham. Trimmingham taking a shot, and Beldoza for the Falcons, and the point gets the defensive rebound, kicks it across to Kevonte. And now D'Souza again in the middle of the 3-point line, guarded by D'Souza. Beldoza and D'Souza having it out. And now here's Hodge kicking it across the Beldoza for the Falcons, who's going to be guarded there by the Wadadli Elites. And he's joined a little bit, a lot of join by the Wadadli Elites. 91-82, trying to get into the brains of Beldoza, but Beldoza staying calm. In this occasion, he seems to be stepping back from the confusion and passing it into Gums. So here's Gums taking a big drop step. I don't know about that one there. There's the traveling call, but again, the big man has to face the wrath of the indecision by the guard.
Yes.
And he was in a tough position there, called traveling there by George Green. Here's Trimmingham, who gets it to Daly, but a fake there by D'Souza. And 2-point conversion put back by Lewis at the right place at the right time.
Yep.
It's a 7-point game. As you see, the Falcons now trying to see if they can get some more points on. And Herbert again getting the offensive rebound and sticks it back in there.
No boxing out.
Not at all. So steal by D'Souza. D'Souza converts 2 points. Impressive. Always staying focused. That kind of thing hurts you actually at the end of the game.
Yep.
A steal and a conversion hurts. So here's Trimmingham. Trimmingham pulling it back. And D'Souza playing D. Hodge playing some more D. And here's
reaching number 1.
But even after the foul was committed, the other defender was there patiently waiting. And he gave him some pretty stiff contact.
Yeah.
Pretty stiff contact underneath that basket for him to give him something to think about. I remember those days when I was playing with a certain minister who is the Minister of Agriculture now, And under 19, I'll see a setup where he would set up the guard and allow them to come inside. He would say, go ahead inside of the paint and see what happens to you. And then we see myself and Ronnie Fergus. We had blocking practice. So here we go. Trimmingham, 45, set up for a three-pointer, gives it to 13, fresh legs on the court. Newman checking in. And gets it to Hodge for the Falcons. And here come the Falcons over the half. Kevonte gets it to Antonio, who has checked in. And Herbert and Antonio for the Falcons on the glass, but unable to convert those points just now. There's a, call it an 11-point lead for the St. Kitts team at this point.
95-84.
Indeed. So here's Daly bouncing into Trimmingham. Trimmingham has a look in his eye as if he wants
Traveling.
I don't know if it's a traveling if you do a jab step and then dribble and move, Mr. Wade. And these are the things we need to iron out. Because they're taught to do the jab step and then move. But if you don't catch it properly, it looks like a travel. So here's Hodge, who upshot, fake, and a jump shot. 2-point conversion for the St. Kitts Falcons. Sandy Point Falcons, 97. Wadadli Elites, 84. Here's Trimmingham. Gets it to Daly. Daly's going to the paint. He kicks it out to number 26. Just checking in. Hits the back iron. Here's Kevonte outlet pass to Baldoza. Baldoza soft off the glass. And Herbert following. 2 points, not good. So foul on 45. He's fouled out. Wadadli Elites.
Whoa, he's gone, yes. 97-84.
Well, I told you I spoke to Sean over there sitting down calmly at the bench, and he told me straight. He said, Skerrit, let me tell you something. I have something in my bag for the Wadadli Elites tonight. And true to form, you see 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 of the big men for the Wadadli Elites have been fouled out. But I say that on the backdrop for the Wadadli Elites is a young team. Most of these guys, their average age is about 19, 20.
Not so much.
And
younger than
some of them are 16, 17, playing in a Champions of Champions League. I want you to understand what's going on here. They're like Daniel in the fire. You get it?
Oh, they're here.
Daniel in the Den of Lions.
They're here. So
you understand?
Yep.
And this is serious. The men are they're not trying to save them, but they're playing good for a young team.
They're putting up a good fight.
They're putting up a good fight. So 97-84 with a young team like this, it means that the future for basketball in that territory, where the Elites club, is bright. Because this team that they're playing against is a champions team down in St. Kitts. So I think it's the long-term goals that they're setting, and to bring them across, I respect the effort. But it would have been interesting to see this Antigua champion team over here playing. And I think that I'm not sure what exactly happened, but that team hopefully should be here to represent the next time around. So Baldoza taking a shot.
Missing.
And if you're looking at the court now, you're seeing on the side the two teams assembling under the shot clock. The Montserrat Emerald Ballers and, of course, the BVI Skillful Ballers getting ready to suit up and take the court in 1 minute and 50 seconds. 1 minute 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mr. Wade scored 98-84 in favor of the St. Kitts Falcons. So down screen, 56 getting the ball. Here's Lewis, who dials up a 3, shoots that shot at the top of his arc. And Herbert for the Falcons collects the ball. Here's Hodge. It's it Kevonte. Kevonte kicks it out to Baldoza. Baldoza unable to convert, and Lewis is now up the court. He's taking on 2 defenders. A young player taking a 3-pointer. Unfortunately for the Wadadli Elites, he doesn't convert. And here's Kevonte. Kevonte bringing the ball over the half. He's guarded, but the teams are playing very scrappy defense. They're not letting anything through. Herbert, traveling violation. Carrying, it looks like. And the ball awarded to the Wadadli Elites. So some young players checking in here. Number 38 for the Wadadli Elites. He's about 5'8", 5'9", long, lengthy player. He's controlling his ball, and he's guarded by Baldoza. But ball goes out of bounds, and ball now awarded back to the Wadadli Elites here. Here we go. Shot clock violation by Daly. The ball comes back to the Falcons. And that trap zone over the half is causing a nightmare for the Wadadli Elites at this point. And the trap zone over the half basically means they allow them to come into the front court, and then 2 defenders or even 3 defenders swarm the person with the ball. But that offensive player must be aware that they can jab step, sweep through, find an open player who is now free, and he has to just be caught about court awareness. The court awareness needs to be picked up. 1 minute remaining here in the fourth quarter, and here is the first 100 for the tournament. So here we go. Number 13 for the Wadadli Elites. Passing the ball to Hodge, but a steal by Hodge. He is, has to be careful. Court is slippery. And traveling violation on number 5. Bounce pass to Daly. Daly comes up the half. Daly passes it down to number 26. And again, a traveling violation on the Wadadli Elites. 37 seconds left in this, the fourth and final quarter for this contested match. Traveling violation called on the Falcons just now. The Elites, rather. Just 37 seconds left, Mr. Wade. I score 100 for the St. Kitts Falcons to 84 for the Wadadli Elites.
Yep.
Bounce pass to Hodge. Hodge bringing the ball over the half. He's guarded one-on-one. Gets it to Antonio, who's going to go into the paint. A big man scoring. Unfortunately missing. And here's Lewis, number 56. He's trying to play some iso ball. Passes it to 13 for the Wadadli Elites. Back to Lewis. But a steal by Beldoza.
Yes.
Beldoza is playing an amazing defensive game this evening. Here's Herbert trying to convert. But the Kevante, number 6 for the Falcons. He's played the entire game and he is able to convert. So here's 13 for the Elites. Dribbling well, getting it to 38. And at the end of the game, Mr. Ashton Wade.
Yes, score here is 102-84. Falcons coming away with the win over the Wadadli Elites. It was a very good game. You know, a lot of intensity, competitiveness, but the Falcons were the better team in this game.
Yes, and I think the Wadadli Elites executed what they wanted to execute. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is a young team.
Yeah.
Average age about 16 or 17. But they played up to their full potential.
Yes.
And the Falcons a little bit more seasoned. They've been in a camp a little longer than they have been. And therefore the results, these are what you expect.
Yeah.
So coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, the main event for the night. The Montserrat Emerald Ballers take on the BVI Skillful Ballers, and that will be happening in about 10 minutes. So we look forward to either seeing you down here. The stadium is now about 75% full. We have about 500 persons in the house this evening between the inside and the outside based on the ticket bookings. And I'm looking forward to seeing you here. And if not, we'll continue to bring you the live broadcast of the Ball by Ball commentary, myself and Mr. Wade. So see you soon, and we will continue in a few moments.
Election time, we vote for a leader, somebody who could make things better. The politicians, they can't be trusted, so we decide to jam and whine instead. While the poor people crying, cost of living just keep on rising. To ease the pain, we seek a distraction. Festival is our redemption. Put your hand in the air, put your hand in the air, if you're ready for festival. Put your hand in the air, put your hand in the air, if you're ready for festival. Festival is here again, everybody having fun. Festival is here again, plenty music, rum and sun. back for more. So like most, we have our faults. Believe in hope that soon this time will pass. Pray to God for strength and deliverance and good music so that we can dance. Put your hand in the air. Put your hand in the air. If you're ready for festival. Put your hand in the air. Put your hand in the air. If you're ready for festival. Festival is here again. Everybody having fun. Festival is here again. Plenty music, rum and sun.
What we want is a big band jam and a band like a hammer. What we want is a big band jam and a band like a hammer. Bring the hammer! Disappointment Juve morning. Thousands of people start complaining. The committee can't find a band. Much commerce, more confusion. I hear the dreadlocks say he missed the old Juve. Not one damn band around. What is going on? Where the hammer gone? We want a hammer to raise the temperature, turn up the pressure, jammers forever. Bring a band with hammer into the area to keep us jumping. Jump up! A hammer is very good, with a handle that's made of wood. When it comes to constant jam, a hammer is number one. Montserrat to Antigua, control the whole area, give them heavy rhythm, show them how to jam. Where the big band gone, we want the hammer, raise the temperature, turn up the pressure, jammers forever, bring a band like hammer into the area, they keep us jumping. Jump up! In a situation like this, play us music we can't resist. Calypso, Zuko, Soca is the jump up we come here for. You could bring out steel band, bring out the iron band, even the sweet string band, any kind of band. We need a band with horns. We want the hammer to raise the temperature, turn up the pressure, jammers forever. Bring a band like hammer into the area to keep us jumping.
And welcome back to the Little Bay Sporting Complex, our third encounter for tonight. We have the Skillful Ballers from the BVI versus the Montserrat
Emerald Ballers.
Emerald Ballers.
That's
Score
correct.
is 2-0.
2-all now with the conversion by the BVI Skillful Ballers. Here we see Jazik Weeks for the Montserrat team bringing the ball over the half, and he dribbles to the right. He replaced by Veggie at the top. A block by Tyson, but Rashawn Thomas gets his ball back, and Foy gets the ball, but the big man, number 3 for the Skillful Ballers, gets the outlet pass, reminding me of the Codred Renegades with that cherry picking activity. Score now 4-2 in favor of the BVI Skillful Ballers. Here's Keanu Woods getting it to Teshawn Phillip. Back to Keanu Woods. Takes a jump shot after just one pass and missed there. And Foy for the Skillful Ballers gets the rebound. So the ball now in the hands of Robinson. Robinson passes to Tyson. Tyson zips it across to Fahi. And again, Robinson stepped back at the 3-point line. And he gets himself into the scorecards with a score now of 7 for the Skillful Ballers and 2 for the Montserrat Emerald Ballers. The Jazik Weeks leading the offense, driving to the left, replaced Keanu Woods, and instead of playing the game, Keanu Woods deciding to throw his hands in the air. And the play between the two Skillful Ballers shows that the ball is out of bounds, and the ball awarded to the Emerald Ballers. They're lucky on that attempt there.
Yeah.
Could have been a 9-point lead.
But you see, these are the things that frustrate me. The ball is stolen and you didn't even make an attempt to run down the guy that stole the ball from me. You just turned away.
So here's Jazik Weeks getting it to Teshawn Phillip, who takes an early 3-pointer. Here is Fahi in transition, shooting another 3-pointer. And Keanu Woods getting his rebound. Gets it to Jazik Weeks. The Weeks is driving to Krista Moraine. First touch for the night. Gets it now to Teshawn Phillips. Screened by Rashawn Thomas. Here's Keanu Woods. Shot faking and then passing on the baseline. It's 7 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, you're listening to the final game of the night. BVI Skillful Ballers taking on the Emerald Boys. Emerald Ballers from Montserrat. And it promises to be an interesting evening as we see Fahi driving there and a foul by Rashawn Thomas. Rashawn playing some hard defense, contacting Fahi just now, and Fahi missing his shot, but he'll get the chance to score 2 from the free throw line.
This is the story of our lifetime.
So Fahi takes 2 dribbles, launches that free throw, and he is successful. The free throw is good. It's one more free throw attempt. That foul just now was on number 6 for the Montserrat team. Number 6, none other than Rashawn Thomas, his first foul for the night. And again, Hodge getting inside of the postman. Krista Moraine getting his ball and gets it to Teshawn Phillip. Teshawn Phillip bouncing a pass to Jazik Weeks. He's stuck about the half court. Antoine Robinson slapping the ball away and Jazik chasing it down. So 10 seconds on the shot clock. Keanu Woods dialing up a 3, and he's definitely short of the mark. Teshawn Phillip gets the ball back, gets it down to Krista Moraine, and he puts in the work and creates some excitement with a dunk. A 2-hand dunk there and by Krista Moraine. Krista always playing his heart out, and I must say good night to the entire basketball family there. Krista Moraine. Here's Jazik Weeks, 3-on-1, and a pass now from Jazik. No, he decides to go all the way to the cup. Doesn't even bother pass that ball off. So score now 6-8. Montserrat chipping back into the game, and Antoine Robinson slowing it right down. And he is guided by Keanu Woods. Keanu Woods drives him into Rashawn Thomas, and the ball stays with the BVI Skillful Ballers. Astrid, you seem to be unable to speak, as if the cat just came in here. I saw a little cat come inside here like he stole your tongue.
No.
The cat stole your tongue?
No.
The listeners are asking, they're starting to message, is Astrid in the booth?
I'm right here, looking on here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so right now Skillful Ballers getting the ball, but unable to convert. and unable to convert there. So there's now 2 free throws, a foul on number 6, second foul on Rashawn Thomas. He's early in the game. He has to be careful because, hey, he's an important player. And if he gets 2 early fouls, you know the next thing's going to happen. The coach is going to have to pull him. So don't be surprised if
he's going to be pulled now.
Don't be surprised if you see young Tejan Bazi. You know, Tejan is only 19. He's a big guy, but he's very young. And he may get a chance to check into the game pretty early. I don't think that was the plan, but sometimes you have to go against the plan.
Yeah.
So here's Antoine Robinson taking a free throw, and that converts. Substitutions now. In comes Tejan Bazi, big man from the Bazi's area, son of Meredith and Kenny B, big fella, wearing the 11 jersey. That's my 11 jersey back in the day. And I, you know, anytime I see the 11 jersey, I get flashback. So Jazik Weeks for the Montserrat team passes to Teshawn Phillip, and now to Keanu Woods, who's jab stepping. He's guarded by number 3, and he passes down to Tejan, who decides to take a pump dribble, and 2 instant points by Tejan, playing calm, under poise. And I see you nodding your head of approval.
Yeah.
May he get a run on the Cojet team?
Well, he must play for Cojet in the Village League.
I don't know. I might have to see if I could recruit him to play for Salem.
Really?
Yeah.
He lives in Bazi.
And again, Tejan Bazi getting a rebound, running into position, and Teshawn trying to set the temperature as Keanu Woods now has the ball, sets it back to Teshawn, pass fake, and gets it back to Keanu Woods at the top of the key. Tejan Bazi, he's not playing around. He's going to try to get some type of offense. And a steal there by number 3, Danger Man, for the BVI skillful ballers, because he has a motto. But I like the style of play that Keanu Woods is doing. It's keeping him under control. He's not letting him get a full head of steam, and that's good. The plan of a coach is always to change the direction of the offensive player coming in the open court. So here's Antoine Robinson shooting a 3-pointer early in the quarter, but unable to convert. No foul called, no contact, not enough contact to warrant a foul. And here's Teshawn Phillip. It's now 5 minutes gone in the first quarter. So here's Teshawn Phillip. He's not marked, and he decides to shoot a 3-pointer, but he's unable to convert. Tyson gets the ball, gets it to number 3, and he's playing a bit of ISO basketball. You just have to give us the name of number 3 when you get a chance, Mr. Wade, because I know you have a list somewhere. We'll tell the teams about the lineup. And here is Antoine Robinson. So substitution here at 4 minutes 39 seconds. So Hodge checks out, and in comes number 2 for the skillful ballers. And Fahy is guided by Teshawn Phillip, who slides. Teshawn Phillip playing Fahy pretty close. Here's Tyson, guarded by Christopher Moraine, a big man. A rebound by Keanu Woods, who's on the glass. He's passing the ball up to Teshawn Phillip, who settles the game, gets it to Jazik, passes behind Jazik Weeks, but now he's guarded by Antoine Robinson. Keanu Woods going to dial up a shot, a little bit hard of the mark. And 4 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Here we go. Pass now to Antoine Robinson for the skillful ballers, who's driving, takes a pump fake, 2 points for Antoine Robinson.
Jazik Weeks bringing up the ball. Number 1 shoots, misses. Skillful ballers with the ball. Here we have drive to the basket by the skillful ballers. Rebound by the big man, number 12. And here's a drive to the basket. 2 points.
Number 3 converting 2 points there. So over the half comes Jazik Weeks, passes the ball now to Teshawn Phillip. A little bit low, but Keanu Woods somehow gets that ball on the pass. And a rebound by Teshawn Phillip. Gets it to Christian Moraine, who hits the back iron. And Fahy cuts the rebound for the skillful ballers, who kicks it out to number 3. Keanu Woods playing some defense, and a foul. A foul on Keanu Woods by Kingsley Liebird. And Keanu signaling to Kingsley, trying to get his emotional appeal, but Kingsley is too seasoned for that. No amount of antics is going to get Kingsley to change his mind.
The Montserrat players need to get back on defense. That's a shortcoming I'm seeing here. These guys, they linger in the court. We need to get back on defense.
So the score now for those listening online, and of course on watching the GIU live stream of the MABA 2025 Champions of Champions tournament. This is night 4. You're currently seeing a game between the BVI Skillful Ballers dressed in rainbow colored jersey and the Montserrat Emerald Ballers who are dressed in white tops and green pants. So yes, that's the lineup this evening, and you're now looking at number 3 for the Skillful Ballers. Take 2 free throws, both of them very strong, as Teshawn Phillip brings the ball over the half, and he signals to Jazik Weeks to come for the ball. Tejan floats down to the baseline, and as Jazik passes it to Roshan, but somehow he's just a little bit too fast for Roshan. And number 3 tries to get a dunk, but that doesn't work out. And Antonio Robinson also trying to get a shot. And Christian Moraine there trying to swat that ball. And a foul called on number 9, Christian Moraine. So you already know what time it is. Christian Yearwood Moraine committing that foul. That's his first foul. And I think Fahi. Yes, that's Fahi.
I'm wondering though, Janzeli, has the game changed that much that a team has one man on the bench and we are not pounding the ball inside? I can't understand that. I can't get it.
The first shot I'll say is good. As it relates to the strategy of the game, getting the ball inside to that person, playing some high-low, has to exploit some opportunities in your offense.
Of course.
So that's all I'll say about that. But right now, Teshawn Phillip, a guard for the national team, and at this time the Emerald Ballers getting the ball, getting it back to Roshan Fenton. Steal attempt there by the Skillful Ballers, and here's Antoine Robinson, who floats, takes off 1-2, and soars 2-point conversion. So here's Teshawn Phillip again going inside, and looks like a steal attempt, but Antoine Robinson pleading to Coach Cranston Buffon for a foul that he committed, and he now will be entered into the book. 1 foul at this point for the BVI Skillful Ballers. So here's Roshan crossing over.
Why is Roshan handling my ball at the top of the key? I don't understand that either.
So here's Fahi, guided by Christom, who's changing his direction. Well done. And 17 seconds backcourt. Here comes, and a foul committed by Fahi. And Teshawn showing signs that he has some intention to score some points. So the score, 19-8. About 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Interesting position that they're in here thus far. But I believe Montserrat has a few tricks up their sleeve and will be digging themselves out of this before the end of the quarter. So Teshawn Phillip at the line for 2 free throws. And I see the guard, Roshan, going over to Coach Julius. Montserrat is coached by Coach Julius Fergus, and support provided by Coach Kenford Samuels. 2 gentlemen volunteering their time for national duty, and that is always appreciated on behalf of MABA and, of course, the entire population of Montserrat.
Well, let me correct you again there, Janzel. It's not really national duty, it's duty. We're not having a national tournament. This is not a national team, and we have to be careful when we say that.
Well, when you say one, I must say this too. You're donating your time.
Okay.
And that has to be recognized.
Yes.
So a block there by the big man, Mr. Bazi, but he is considered for a foul, and he seemed to have touched Mr. Robinson, and the referee did not like the way he acted during that play. So a foul there now, and Mr. Bazi, Tejan, and now Robinson at the free throw line once again. Montserrat has committed so many fouls that the BVI finds themselves in a bonus situation. So any foul after this, the BVI will go to the line. But still, score only 19-10. So let's see what happens here next in the next 1 minute 46 seconds as Robinson tries his second free throw and he's successful. Score now 20-10. So here's Jazik Week, son of Major, who is once again second generation basketball family out of that Weeks bloodline, as Teshawn as well, son of a national player, passing that ball down to the post to Christom Yearwood Moraine, unfortunately out of bounds. So here they come, the BVI Skillful Ballers. 1 minute 30 seconds left in the first quarter, and I see a 3-point attempt, but Jazik Weeks pushes the ball now to Rashawn Fenton from St. John's. 2-point conversion as Rashawn knocks off the dust and the rust and converts that 2-point play. Well-needed points for Montserrat at this point. Yes. So here's Hodge getting it to Anton Robinson. Tyson is on Christom. He's going into the paint strong, but rebound by Christom Yearwood, and he's not afraid to bring the ball over the half. Pass it down to Teshawn Phillip. Teshawn dials up a 3, and Montserrat 15 to 20, 55 seconds. And here's Fahy cherry picking again what he does best, 22 to 15 in favor of the BVI Skillful Ballers. So here's Teshawn Phillip. Now he's over the half. He's going to try to get the ball to Rashawn Fenton. A screen by Christopher Moraine. And a 1-2. The foul is on number 2. And that's the second foul of the night for the BVI Skillful Ballers. Ball will be on the side. The score 15 to 22 in favor of the Skillful Ballers. 38 seconds, Mr. Wade, in the first quarter. And they've pulled it back a little bit here. Let's see what happens for the next 38 seconds of the first quarter on the fourth night of basketball. Right here, we're in the Champion tournament. And you know the big boys were coming. We knew who they were. We knew exactly what type of time it was. And here's Teshawn Phillip floating the ball, and he's fouled again. And here's Hodge asking official Cranston Buffon, are you sure that foul was on me? But Mr. Buffon has insisted, young man, you made some contact and there's a foul.
Yeah, but if Jati gave number 1 a better pass, I think he could have taken an attempt from where he was. But he had to reach down to get that ball. And it kind of delayed his action.
But what I'm going to do now is try to step up my game as a commentator and start to describe what I'm seeing as it relates to offense and defense, so the listening public can get a different perspective of what we are seeing. So now we're seeing a free throw attempt by Mr. Teshawn Phillip hitting the back iron. There are 3 defenders for the BVI team on the lineup queue, and there are 2 offensive rebound players on the key as well. Second free throw attempt for Mr. Teshawn Phillip. Here's Tejan Bazi going up against Tyson, and Tyson outlet pass down to Robinson. Mercy. And Robinson throws it off the glass, and a dunk there by Hodge, number 5. So assist by Robinson and dunk by Hodge. Here's Tejan Bazi dribbling, shaking a 1-2, passing it out to Christom, who gets it to Jazik Weeks, who bounces it down to Tejan. Tejan again trying to get that ball in the hoop, but Tyson is seeming to putting his body on him and hitting that ball straight out of the hoop. So substitution now is 6 seconds. Nisai Purpose is trying to check in and deliver some well-needed rest for Christopher Moraine, as 6 seconds are now going to be expiring soon. Robinson hits the front iron, and at the end of the first 10 minutes, the quarter, the score 24 for the Skillful Ballers from the BVI and 15 for the Emerald Ballers out of Montserrat. But this score does not reflect what may be the end result, as we just had a game between the Falcons and the Elites. And if I remember correctly, after the first quarter, the Elites were up 27-17, and they thought all was well. But basketball is not about quarter leads. It's about who can sustain the run. And at the end of the game, Falcons won. So I'm going to say that this game is still young, and let's see what happens at the end of the fourth quarter.
All right, Jensen.
But Mr. Wade, I realize I'm trying to catch a cat that's in the studio, because, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you there's a cat inside there, and it's gone with Mr. Wade's tongue. Yeah, I haven't heard much commentary on Mr. Wade. Tell us what's happening.
You know, sometimes when you look at these games and you want to know if, anything is analyzed. Now, you keep seeing that BVI is getting some fast breaks. They had about 3 fast breaks. And that is the sole reason of the top guards. One of the guards has to get back and play defense to stop the fast break, and it's not happening. And somebody has to recognize, well, why is this happening? On three occasions now, BVI has gotten a fast break because no guards are getting back. And this is, somebody has to correct this for the Montserrat team.
Indeed. So coming up next is going to be the second quarter of the third matchup for the night. And I'm going to give you a quick break. Just going to get you a chance to get up a glass of water, some juice, or move around, take a stretch. And coming up next, again, second quarter of the game between the Montserrat Emerald Ballers and the Skillful Ballers out of the BVI.
Welcome back to the Little Bay Sporting Complex. Montserrat versus BVI. Score is 36-20 in favor of the BVI. And early days here. 5:44 to play in the second quarter. BVI going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Intensity of this game is getting to a higher level. Montserrat trying to play some stiff defense. Fahy for the BVI shooting his first shot, converts his first free throw shot. 37-20. Second shot from Fahy. Shoots. Scores. 38-20. Favor of the BVI. Montserrat. Jazik Weeks, number 4 with the ball. Dribbles down. Crosses. Skips it to Woods. Woods to Weeks. Weeks tries to drive through. BVI on the fast break. Defended by 2 Montserrat players. Rebound. Woods. 3-13. Fenton on the drive. Straight to the hoop. He's blocked by number 12 of the BVI. BVI in the outlet. Dunk. Misses on the fast break. So Montserrat ball from the side. Here we see Ryan coming in for number 6. Sub for Montserrat. Number 3 Woods. Dribbling the ball over the half for Montserrat. Dribble. Skips it to 4. Weeks. Weeks passes to Christian Yearwood, who mishandles. Here we have the BVI with the ball. Shoots. BVI for 3. Score 41-20. Favor of the BVI. Woods dribbles the ball. Gets it over the half. Skips it to the far corner to Jazik Weeks, who shoots. Scores. 3-pointer. 23-41. 22-41. Sorry, that was a 2-pointer. Here we have number 12 for the BVI. Dribbling, the big man for the BVI with the ball. And he is fouled on the 3-point line. Ball from the side. Score here, 41-22 in favor of the BVI.
And if you're just joining us, listening to the third game for the fourth night between the Montserrat Ballers, Emerald Ballers rather, and the BVI Skillful Ballers. The time now is about 11 o'clock p.m. And it's just the second quarter. A lot more basketball action left down here for tonight. The ball is with the Montserrat Emerald Ballers. As you see, Jazik Week cutting to the middle, bounce pass to Christum, and a block there by Tyson for the BVI Skillful Ballers. Tyson in transition, and Keanu Woods gets his hands on it. So out of bounds there by Montserrat. Ball belonging to the BVI Skillful Ballers. So here's Robinson getting the ball. 2. Passing it now to Tyson at the top of the key. Dribbling, and Jack gets his hands on the ball. Turnover attempt, but ball will remain with the BVI Skillful Ballers. So here's Fahy. Fahy has the ball, and he's guarded by Christum Yearwood. Christum playing him some very good defense. Rebound Christum. Launching to Rashawn Fenton, and he pumps fake, pulls back, gets it to Keanu Woods, takes on 2 defenders, and no foul called as the BVI Skillful Ballers bring the ball over the half. And here's Fahy crossing over the ball, gets it to number 2. Yes, number 2 bringing back the ball off the leg of number 2 for the BVI Skillful Ballers, and a horn there out of bounds. A timeout call by Ronald. Ronald for the BVI is the coach, BVI Skillful Ballers, and again the coach for the Emerald Ballers, none other than Mr. Julius Fergus. He has some support on the bench from Coach Kenford Samuels of the MSS, and they are the coaching staff and management crew for the Emerald Ballers this evening. for the tournament, rather, they have been definitely trying their best to encourage the young men. Montserrat winning one game and having 2 losses thus far, and have an opportunity here to at least finish 500 with the rankings. And then tomorrow, I believe, is the Champions of Champions game. So they'll have the 2 first place teams in the championship game, and the 2 second place, third place teams will be fighting for the third place championship.
Yes, and Montserrat needs to get themselves in a better position. The skillful ballers, as we know, will run away with this if they get the chance. Need to play some defense, which they were stepping up a while ago, but it seems to have slackened off a bit in this first half of this quarter. Looking at I'm still amazed at a team that has 1 man on the bench. I'm amazed, and there's no technique, there's no strategy as to how we can foul out these guys. I'm amazed.
So here we go. Some substitutions here with 3 minutes and 22 seconds to go. I see young Brown checking in the game, and Jack as well has checked in the game. So here's Brown floating the ball off the fingertips, and Fahy gets the ball. Keanu Woods bounces the ball back to Brown. Brown getting it to Keanu Woods and running back on defense. So here's Keanu not going to the 3-quarter press, but a half court, and Rashawn Fenton up. Here's Brown up on Robinson. Robinson passes it over the head of Brown. Here's Romaine. Romaine driving, and he's challenged by Jack. A foul there on Jack, number 12 for the Montserrat Emerald Ballers. Romaine goes to the line.
And number 12 for Montserrat is really not going to be a match for that. What's his number?
Number 3, Romaine.
Number 3, Romaine.
Romaine, yeah.
You won't be able to match him. He's crazy. I see he has a hop there, and they have to be careful with him around that basket because he'll bang it home on them. So they have to be very careful with him around that hoop.
So coming up next, a pair of free throws.
Misses the first.
Romaine get the blower so hard that he couldn't catch himself, unable to convert. Good foul there by Jack. Young Ryan coming from the village of Drummonds.
Look out.
Lookout / Drummonds.
Here we have number 3, Keanu Woods for the Emerald Ballers. Getting the ball over the half. Passing it to Fenton. 13. Passes it to Brown. 5. Brown passes it to Woods. Woods dribbles. Passes it to Christian Yearwood in the middle. Who scores 2 points? Scored 26-42. 2:28 to play in the quarter. Here we have Fenton with the interception. PVI ball.
Tyson has the ball out of bounds. Tyson will do the inbound. Here's Tyson passing it to Fahy. Fahy gets it to Romaine. Jack playing some defense. Here's Fahy. Romaine again sliding on the floor. 3-point attempt there by number 2. Launch out to Rushy, and he's going to the basket. 2-point attempt. He misses. Rebound Rushy. Gets it to Brown, who dials up a 3-pointer. And Brown gets some points there on for the Montserrat team. Fahy launching a 3 and a miss. So Romaine gets his rebound for the BVI Skillful ball, and a second foul on Jack. He has to be careful, young Ryan.
Well, I think that's basically why he was put into the game, to absorb, some of the fouls, keep the pressure off Yearwood, and absorb some of the fouls. He just has to control them a little bit more. I'm calling it as I see it, Janzel. There's no sugarcoating things here.
You're entitled to what's on your mind. And I know that I'm entitled to what's on my mind. And I'm trying to bring across the best I can this evening.
Yes.
In terms of the commentary.
Yes.
Montserrat in a little hole here at this point with 1 minute 49 seconds. But 29-42 in favor of the BVI Skillful Ballers. A foul there by Jack. His second foul. Number 12. We're in the 12 jersey. Montserrat wearing the white and green. And the BVI Skillful Ballers in an assortment of colors here this evening. Seems to be a rainbow with the focus on blue and orange. So here's Keanu Woods collecting the rebound, the number 3, and he's going to the top of the paint, gets it back to Rashawn Fenton, fing on the free throw line extended, but Brown gets it to Jack, who kicks it out to Christopher Nearwood, who drives to Rashawn Fenton, and the ball moving, scoring a little bit easier here in the second quarter for the Montserrat team. So here's Hodge for the BVI Skillful Ballers, and Romaine cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter.
Offensive laps there.
But ball movement, critical as you would say. You know the powers of the ball. And if you're playing basketball, the basketball is always the 6th man. So here you have Rashawn Fenton taking the ISO situation on the entire team. Foul on Fahy. So foul again there on Fahy. Rashawn going to get a chance to score 2 free throw attempts. And that's the second foul on number 4, Fahy, for the BVI Skillful Ballers.
Fenton shoots his first, scores.
Basket is good. Well needed points.
Fenton bounces, composes and shoots.
Second free throw also good. And here we have a ball game with 11-point difference between Montserrat and BVI. So here's Hodge. Strong playing. Fahy bounced down to Tyson, who's going baseline and unable to convert. A foul on Jack. Jack's 3rd foul.
That's his 3rd.
So Tyson at the free throw line for the Skillful Ballers. About 1 minute remaining in the second quarter. Tyson flicks his wrist, and the first free throw is good. Score now 45-33 in favor of the Skillful Ballers. Again, Tyson takes 2 dribbles, bends his knees, flicks his wrist, and the shot is good. So score now 46-33, and there's a whistle at the end of that free throw. Checking in now for the Emerald Ballers, none other than Robin Johnson checking in, and here's Brown bringing the ball up the court, but swiped there by Antonio Robinson, who's going to tries to get a 1-2. Keanu Woods chases down the ball, outlet pass to Rashawn Fenton. Rashawn is going to go all the way to the cup, and Tyson able to get his hand on it, and Tyson slides on the court. And 2 points good. 2 points good. As Tyson slides pretty hard there on the court. And a 2-point conversion for the Montserrat team. Score now.
That's one of the wet spots there. I think it was raining.
So referee timeout. A referee timeout at this point. The game.
I think they're having some showers at the moment.
Game is been asked to resume, and here's Romaine. He has the ball. Romaine bringing the ball over the half, guarded by Keanu Woods for Montserrat. Slide to the middle, and it seems that they're playing a 2-1-2 offensive set. And here's Rashad going to Krista Moraine, who skies, and contact there by Fahy. No foul called, and the ball awarded to the Skillful Ballers out of the BVI.
Fahy on the inbound. Gets it in.
Ooh, crossover there by Hodge. And Tyson chases it down for the BVI Skillful Ballers. Robinson shoots a shot. He falls down trying to create some contact. No contact. And the 7 seconds remaining, just 7 seconds remaining in the quarter. So here's Keanu Woods getting into Rashawn Fenton. Realizes there's only 3 seconds left and hits the back iron. So at the end of the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen, listening in Radioland and of course listening on the YouTube stream on Philomagic and GIU, the score 35 for Montserrat Emerald Ballers and 46 for the Skillful ballers out of the BVI. You're now at the halftime mark, and if you're coming down to the Sports Center, we welcome you. Almost a 75% capacity crowd here down here. So looking forward to seeing you here if you're close by, and if not, join the live stream, and continue this commentary for the fourth night, the final game, and then tomorrow is the championships, and we will tell you how those championships will line up for tomorrow. So we're going to sign off, give you a break, and talk to you in a few minutes.
All that I want in a woman, I see in you. The way that you tell me you love me, I know that is true. All my life, been waiting for someone like you. And all my life, I'm lonely. Love is all I ever wanted. Love is all I ever wanted. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hi girl, I just want to tell you I love you. And there's something else. Okay, I know I'm a bit shy, but to hold you, to kiss you, to make love to you, girl, I just want you to know, I just want you to know I'm lonely. Love is all I ever wanted. Love is all I ever wanted. Oh yeah.
It's your style to drive the walls. Why you sitting here? I'll drop you.
Some people come down to have some fun. They plan to jam the morning come. Sun could be hot or rain a come. They plan to jam all day long. The man them itchy, the woman them itchy. The itchy people coming in the party. Ready, them itchy people walking up in front of me in the party. The man them itchy, the woman them itchy. The itchy people coming in the party. Ready, the itchy people walking in front of me in the party. Oh, me my cry. Girl want me so itchy. let me cheat. Easy people coming, it's party, ready. Easy people walking up in front of me, it's party.
Yes, welcome back to the third quarter, the final game this evening, the fourth night of basketball in the MABA 2025 Champions of Champions Tournament, brought to you by sponsors of Bank of Montserrat Limited, St. Patrick's Cooperative Credit Union, CG United, Serra, Victors, and the Government of Montserrat Sports Department. And ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a pleasure to be here in the studios to bring you the ball-by-ball commentary. My name is Jenzo Skerritt, and I'm aside here next to the General Secretary, Mr. Astrid Wade himself, and the man that wears many hats when it comes to basketball at Montserrat. So the game this evening is between the Emerald Ballers out of Montserrat and, of course, the BVI, Skillful Ballers. So on the court before you, the Montserrat team is in the white and green, and the BVI Skillful Ballers are in the rainbow jersey. So here's Romain for the BVI Skillful Ballers attempting a three. He falls down. There's no foul there. Ball is out of bounds. And the officials this evening are Mr. George Green, Mr. Kingsley Lyburn, and Mr. Cranston Buffon, rather Honorable Cranston Buffon. On the statistician table, statistics for this evening, the record keepers are none other than young Jamari Lane, Miss Clarice Yearwood, Mr. Joanne Fergus, and Mr. Calvin Lewis. So the first free throw attempt there by Romain, and that free throw unsuccessful.
Score here 35-46 in favor of BVI.
Still lots of basketball to play. I will add a 35-46. It's 5 2-pointers or 3 and 1 free throw for the 10. So still a lot of basketball. It's a close game. 2 free throws missing there by Romain. Yes, Romain now has to consider if he has to change his style, and that's Romain Minot. Yes, Romain Minot out of the BVI Skillful Ballers camp. And the third shot again, unable to convert. Kijari Bazi, like he's giving his father an early birthday gift with some of these rebounds. And here's Teshawn Phillips sweeping through, going to the cup, and he converts, dives on the floor for the loose ball, and here's Romain. It's a 3-on-1 break. Kiana Woods contesting, but Hodge trying to get it to Fahi, and Christian Yearwood challenged with a drop step by Fahi, and he converts 2 points there, 48-35 for the Skillful Ballers. So here's Jazik Weeks going with the left hand, and you know he's dangerous. We have got to release him so he can do what he got to do for the rest of this quarter. 2-point conversion for Jazik Weeks, and he's guarding the danger man, Antoine Robinson, who breaks down the defense, goes all the way to the cup, and he gets fouled after converting the 2 points there. Astrid, former coach, former national player, member of the Cudgel Renegades. One thing we cannot do going forward is to allow any guard to penetrate our zone defense, because what's happening, they're playing out somewhat a man-to-man. So once they clear the key and the defender breaks down, Mr. Robinson gets a chance to go all the way to the cup. So it's just something we have to play a little bit more, what we call help side defense. And the help side defense means you stay about 2 steps away from your man in the event that the ball passes the one that is guarding the ball. Therefore, yes, they will definitely be able to stop the drive. So here's Christian Yearwood skipping across to Kiana Woods. Hits a little hard off the back iron. A good attempt, but a little bit hard. Needs to tone it down a little bit. Jazik Weeks taking on Tyson. Here's Romain Minot. Romain Minot gets it to Fahi. Fahi takes a 1-2, and he's short of the length as Kiana Woods gets that rebound. We approach the 8-minute mark now in the third quarter, and here comes Christian Yearwood with his hand, a drop step, and a whistle. So somebody's going to get put into the book. Number 5. Number 5, that's none other than Hodge for the BVI team, and Christian gets a chance to score 2 free throws at the cherry stripe. So yes, Christian is here, takes 1 dribble, a little bit hard there, but just needs to settle down at the line a little bit and practice his routine. Usually takes 2 or 3 dribbles. That 1 dribble just now could have been the cause of the mistake. So he takes the 1 dribble again, flicks the wrist, front iron. And Tyson collects that rebound. And Tyson goes in transition. He's taking 1-on-4. And
What?
three defenders. And
Oh, jeez.
Keanu Woods pokes it away, but it goes out of bounds. So I was getting some comments there from Mr. Ashid Wade. Ashid, you saw something that we...
Why do they have the big man dribbling the ball coast to coast?
I can't explain BVI strategy.
Not BVI, Montserrat.
So here's Tyson chasing down the loose ball.
Montserrat
And-
needs to counter that big man dribbling the ball on the court. They need to counter that.
Well said. I am in full support of that comment. I believe that will be a good strategy to get back some offensive play, get us some quick turnovers, allow us to convert, because if he's out of the play, it's a little easier to score under the basket. So I will agree with you on that. But here we go with, it looks like a foul committed there by number 5 for the Montserrat team. Ball goes to the BVI Skillful Ballers on the side. Yes, the BVI Skillful Ballers has the ball. Number 5, Mr. Hodge, committing his second foul. And definitely we need to press a little bit harder. So here we go. Antoine Robinson gets it to Romain Minot. Romain Minot spins, pivots left and right. And Keanu Woods down there among the trees, jumping and getting the rebound. He's taking on 1, on 2, Fahi. And he goes straight to the cup. I see signs of brilliance by Keanu Woods. And he's playing with some heart. I am going to say that this evening. He is definitely not backing off of the play. And here's Jazik stepping up. The next guy needs to step up as well. Teshawn too far from Hodge. Hodge is now on the break, going to the cup. Easy layup because he stepped back on the defense. He has to approach a little bit further with a little more intensity to score now 39-53 in favor of the BVI Skillful Ballers. Here's Jazik Weeks getting it to Keanu Woods. Drop down to Tejan Bazi, who dials up a 3. But he has to be the man under the basket for the rebound. He takes a shot without having some backup there. And Antonio Robinson getting the ball. So crossing over. We need to change his direction. He's showing down Jazik Weeks. And Keanu Woods goes to get a drop off and a foul. So whistle there. And I see the hand up of Mr. George Green. A foul on number 4 for the Montserrat team. That's Jazik Weeks getting a foul. And he's walking to the bench, his second foul. And Nisai Popo checks in. And of course, Rashawn Thomas. And out go Tejan Bazi and Teshawn Phillip. So the Bazi and Phillip are out, and in come Nisai Popo and Rashawn Fenton. So coming up next, free throws for the BVI Skillful Ballers. Say a special good night to a friend and family, Mr. Denzel Daly. Here with us to spend some time with some loved ones coming all the way from the UK. And of course, my sister is on the outside as well, helping with the live broadcast. Special good night to Philip Braid and the entire Philomagic team, GIU team. Special good night to Herman Sargent and the team at ZJB for bringing us the live commentary this evening right here from the Little Bay Sports Center. Several activities lined up for the rest of the weekend. But right now we have basketball for the next 2 days, today and tomorrow. Seeing an inbound now for the BVI Skillful Ballers to Romain. Up fake, drives to the basket, all the way to the cup. 2-point conversion. And Jazik Weeks gets it to Romain. And oh my goodness, Romain. You know, Antonio Robinson, he's always ready, always aware, always there. Turnover just now by the Montserrat team. Ball goes back to the BVI Skillful Ballers. Astrid. So there's some whistles happening here now.
Yes.
And passionate fan having a conversation with the official. Big up to Major every time. Major Weeks, that is. Passionate supporter of basketball and, of course, of his sons playing, both Jaleel and Jazik. And several parents here, well-wishers, looking at the play of the Montserrat team this evening. Special good night to these parents who are encouraging and pushing them on. And here we go, the BVI Skillful Ballers with the inbound play. Here's Romain at the 3-point line, gets it to Tyson, big man. He's too big to guard like that. You got to stop him from coming through there. You have to put a body on him. It's just too big, 6'8" to describe his size, and about 275 pounds. Here is Keanu Woods getting it to Kristen Moraine, shooting a jump shot about 20 feet away. And here's number 2 for the BVI Skillful Ballers, guarded by Jazik Weeks, who gets it to Romain for the BVI Skillful Ballers, who's driving, gets it back to number 2, shot fake, gets it down to Antoine Robinson, hits the back iron. Tyson collects that rebound, soft touch, and up in the air, but rebound by Jazik Weeks, who's going from side to side up the center of the court, and stripped the air by number 2, and Vi at the back gets it to Tyson, and he takes a 1-2 and dunks. So there's some substitutions now. Substitutions, that is, or some timeout call. Yes, a timeout call, looking to see which referee called the timeout. There we go.
Timeout.
Montserrat's timeout with about 5 minutes and 48 seconds to go. I'm going to take a little break, and then we'll come back here in a few moments to bring you the final 5 minutes of the third quarter this evening. So talk to you soon.
Whenever it is party time, woman control the lime, the spice and sugar to every jam. When they start carry on, they rolling left, rolling right, rolling day and night. I love to feel a rolling boom boom. I love to feel a rolling boom boom. What a heavy roller, what a smooth roller. Mommy, I love to feel a rolling boom boom. Hit me hard, come down. Say with me. I love to feel a rolling boom boom. I love to feel a rolling boom boom. Hey, I love to feel a rolling boom boom. Roll it. I love it, love it, boy. Mommy, I love to feel a rolling boom boom. I love to feel a rolling boom boom. I let it roll.
Montserrat team taking
I
on
let it roll.
the Emerald.
I watch it.
That is the Emerald Ballers taking on the BVI Skillful Ballers, and with 4 minutes 45 seconds to go, the score 59 for the BVI Skillful Ballers and 41 for the Montserrat Emerald Ballers. So who has the ball? The BVI Skillful Ballers. It looks like Robinson, Antoine Robinson, taking the ball out for the BVI Skillful Ballers. And the Montserrat team seems to be playing a man-to-man defense. Interesting change here at this time of the game, man-to-man defense. And, you know, BVI stays committed to their ISO basketball. So here's Antoine Robinson. Sends the ball into Hodge. Hodge playing big. Rebound. Nisai Popo. Block and rebound. Pass to Rushy Fenton. Rushy getting the ball in transition and 2 points. Here come the BVI Skillful Ballers. Crowd erupts in excitement as Antoine Robinson has the ball. He's driving to the cup, soft off the glass, a 2-point conversion. Keanu Woods trying to catch himself. Seems to have getting a hard blow. And young Brown, Rodney Brown's son, Rodney and Denelta, that is, drives. And here's Brown trying to get the ball, but Nisai Popo challenging Tyson. And he gets the ball out to number 2 for the BVI Skillful Ballers. Foul on Brown. And rejection there by Christian Yearwood. So the foul is on number 5 on the ground. Side ball. So it's about 4 minutes remaining. 4 minutes remaining in this contest for the third quarter. And then we have a fourth quarter coming up. Score 61-43.
A substitution from Montserrat.
Yes,
Woods
substitution.
going out, number 3 and 1 coming in. Teshawn Phillip.
Yes, Keanu Woods taking a well-deserved break. And they bring in the 3-point specialist, former 3-point champion, Teshawn Phillip. And I like to see him run from one baseline to the other, similar to some plays that I would have seen before. Running the baseline, getting open, staying warm, and absolutely lifting his shot from baseline to baseline so he can get some easy threes. I don't think the team can guard as fast as the ball or pass or the movement. So they have to be able to find a way to get Teshawn open and moving, similar to a Stephen Curry style of play. So here's Brown floating it to Christom Yearwood. Christom driving, kicking it down to Rashawn Fenton, who gathers his steps, and an easy three-pointer there by the man from Bazzies and St. John's, Rashawn Fenton. Here's Antoine Robinson, danger man for the BVI Skillful Ballers. Getting the ball now to Rushy. Rushy is in transition, coming to Tyson. Trying to get the ball, but rebound by Nisai Popo. Nisai Popo puts it back. Offensive rebound and put back by Nisai Popo. 3 minutes, 27 seconds remaining. Signs of life by the Emerald Ballers. Teshawn Phillip guarding Romaine for the BVI Skillful Ballers. And now Anton Robinson in the post with Nisai Popo. Doing a lot of razzle-dazzle.
Yeah.
But a foul there by Nisai Popo. And now Romaine. Rather, Anton Robinson goes to the free throw line to shoot some free throws.
62-48.
Yep, 62-48.
3:15 to play in the third quarter. BVI at the free throw line. Robinson it is, number 1.
Yes, and a former national player told me the other night, you have to learn to lose to be able to learn to win. And I asked him, what do you mean? He said to me, Genzel, it comes a point in your life when you're playing the game and you realize that you have to learn what causes one to lose to be able to win. And sometimes the team just has to get to that plateau stage. It's called the plateau stage where they have to break through and hold themselves accountable. I see signs of brilliance, but now it has to be an overall team approach. So here's Teshawn Phillip. He's guided by Hodge for the BVI Skillful Ballers. Rashawn Fenton again gets it back to Teshawn Phillip, who's going to find the gap. Gets it down to Christom Yearwood with a pump fake. Gets it back to Rushy, who up fakes. Drives to the post and takes a long two-pointer there. But Faye gets the rebound for the BVI Skillful Ballers. And here's Romaine taking a 1-2. Kicks it back out to number 2. Down to Hodge. Jab steps for the BVI Skillful Ballers. A rebound by Nisai Popo. Teshawn Phillip is in the open court. He's going to the half. Here's Nisai Popo. Bounce pass down to Brown. Brown gets it back to Teshawn Phillip. And he stays about 3 feet outside of the three-point line. Rashawn Fenton jab steps on the side. Tries his best to get the ball up. But a foul committed by number 2. Yep, number 2 for the BVI Skillful Ballers. He committed a foul. And his name is Kijon Bazi. So number 2 is Kijon Bazi. Yes, number 2 is Kijon Bazi. He commits the foul. And that is Kijon's, I want to say, his second foul. Yes, waiting for it to come up on the scorecard. Yes. So number 2, second foul, Kijon Bazi. Rashawn Fenton is now on the line. And hits the back iron. One shot remaining as it relates to the free throws. Rashawn wearing the number 13 jersey, takes 2 dribbles, spins the ball in his hand, bends his knees, flicks his wrist, and converts the second free throw for the Montserrat Emerald Ballers. Score now 49-63. And again, here comes Tyson, number 12. He's at the top of the key, trying to square up with Christom Yearwood. Gets inside, rebound by Nisai Popo, runs the ball to Brown, and Brown goes up the middle of the court. Gets it to Christom Yearwood. Christom Yearwood circling, getting it to Teshawn Phillip, and ball replaced. Teshawn comes to the middle of the ball, to get up the court. Here's young Fenton. Teshawn now takes a shot, hits the back iron. Nisai Popo contests. The ball remains with the Emerald Ballers, I believe. That's correct. Good play by Nisai Popo. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Exciting times. Nisai Popo floats it out to Rashawn Fenton. A foul on number 5. It's a 5-second shot clock. 5 seconds, so correction. Not 14 seconds, but a 5-second shot clock. Indeed. So he set the shot clock. Here we go. Nisai Popo taking a risky move there. Passing the ball and it's slapped away. Rashawn Fenton chasing down that ball, but Hodge somehow being able to control him in the backcourt, in the open court. substitutions coming in at 1 minute and 46 seconds left in the third quarter, 1:47 rather. Yes, Mr. Wade, the score 49 for the Montserrat Emerald Ballers and 63 for the BVI Skillful Ballers. So who is this? None other than Romain trying to chase down the ball, but the Montserrat player, Christian Yearwood, has his hands on the ball. So here we go. It's a matchup zone again, a man-to-man, and Christian Yearwood extending, trying to keep out Mr. Tyson. Nobody is chopping down. And down, Philip drives on the ball. Well done there by Teshawn Phillip, and that's what we're talking about, actually. The hustle player.
Yeah.
You have to show some sign of hustle, some brilliance, some intensity, because that's the only thing that's going to dig you out, not only in basketball, in life, to go above and beyond and raise to the occasion to show others you have the ability. So I like what I'm seeing from Teshawn Phillip. He's holding himself accountable. Nobody is telling him to get after it. He's just naturally doing it because he knows it's what is needed to pull the team out. And if the other players on the team follow the example of Teshawn, we might see a little run here in a few moments. As we see Roshan Fenton looking to see if they can get the ball to Teshawn Phillip. He's guided by Romain for the BVI. BVI playing a 3-2 zone. Roshan swinging that ball inside there. 3 points, but it's not over. Defense needed by the Montserrat team. We just scored. That doesn't mean it's over. We got to pick up the man. So here's number 2, Kijan Bazi for the BVI team, and he answers the call. So you have a question and you have an answer. That reminds me of the days of Allen Iverson. So here we have none other than Young Brown. Brown bounce pass to Tejan Phillip, screen by Romain, who squeezed across the middle. And 2 points by Young Tejan Phillip. Again, score 54-66. Under a minute remaining in the third quarter. And here you go. Again, here a steal by Christian Yearwood. Christian getting the ball down to Nisai Popo. Tejan Phillip taking the contact. And Nisai unable to finish, but the ball now with Antonio Robinson. Here's Tyson, a big man, reverse layup, Micah drill. 2 points for the big man from the BVI. Here's Brown to Teshawn Phillip. Offense is crashing. Here's Christian going inside with Teshawn, trying to get the ball. He does get the ball. He fights so hard to get it inside. And Nisai passes the ball to Roshan Fenton, and he misses as well, jumping into a brick wall called Tyson. A steal by Romain, an outlet pass to Foy for the BVI. 2-point conversion. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the quarter. The score, 70 for the BVI Skillful Ballers and 54 for the Montserrat Emerald Ballers. A difference of about 16 points, 8 baskets, 8 twos. And we're inviting you to join the broadcast once again at the end of the 2-minute break and the end start of the fourth quarter. My name is Jensen Skerritt, and I will bring you the final quarter with my colleague, Mr. Astrid Wade, in a few moments.
Oh, some shame, some afraid to dance masquerade. Some feel too big for this old time jig. But no, not me. I'll dance proudly. That old drum beat is always sweet. I go dance, I go prance to the pipe and the drum. I go dance masquerade.
And we welcome you back to the final quarter of the game between the Emerald Ballers and the BVI Skillful Ballers. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an interesting night of basketball down here at the Sports Center. See a body on the ground. I see the officials going over to check him out. Seemed to be a hard contact under the basket just now. Hope he's okay. See his players definitely around him and wishing him well. Seem to have knocked off the ear out of him there just now for the BVI Skillful Ballers. So Romain gets up.
Every time I see guys holding their bottom foot like that, I remember I got a stretch fracture in my left foot, I think it was. Painful. Painful. Hope it's not. I would hope it's not that.
Yeah, but he seems to be a soldier. He seems to be walking it off and
Or cramps. It's either cramps or might be cramps in his bottom foot.
inbound to Hodge. Hodge for the BVI Elite. 2-point conversion for the BVI Skillful Ballers. Score now 72-54. And now we have Jazik Weeks passing the ball to Young Brown. Kick back to Jazik Weeks. Skip down to Teshawn Phillip, who dials up a 3. 3 points are good. Chipping away. Good to see that score there. 9 minutes, 20 seconds left in this, the fourth and final quarter between the BVI Skillful Ballers and the Montserrat Emerald Ballers. Hodge thinks about it a little bit hard. Tejan Bazi gets the rebound, passes it out to Young Brown. Brown in an ISO drive and tapped there by Fahi. Ball remains with the Montserrat Emerald Ballers. A special good night to Victor Supermarket and Sarah, a big sponsor for the Ballers this evening. As you see, they are wearing the green and white jersey with the Sarah marks across the front of the jersey. Teshawn Phillip shoots a three-pointer, and Jazik Weeks challenges Fahi. Jazik now chasing Romain. Romain has a different style in his step as Tejan Bazi is guiding him. Slipped over to Tyson. Tyson going to the cup easily, getting his own rebound, and that should be a traveling violation as you can throw the ball over the hoop. And referee Cranston Buffon definitely calling that traveling violation. And here we go. Ball belongs to the Montserrat Emerald Ballers. And, you know, BVI is going to contest everything, complain about everything, even though they're up. They still want to see if they can come up by 30 or 40 points.
Yeah.
That is the style of play. And they will complain and complain and complain. But the officials, Kingsley Liebird, Cranston Buffon, and George Green doing their best to keep the game under control. So they're saying the ball now remains with the BVI Skillful Ballers. Mr. Wade, as I said, that's the lobbying of a coach. A coach is like a young politician. They're able to get support, lobby for things, and get the way, even though it may be questionable at some point. So here we go. Cranston Buffon getting the ball now to Hodge, and we're hearing some horns. Ball is now at the baseline. Yes, ball is on the baseline. Hearing some loud voices on the sidelines here this evening Person's getting a bit rowdy. Here's Hodge to Tyson, who's going to swing the ball to the middle, try to create some space. Hesitation dribble, jump stop, takes a free throw, and missed shot there. Here's Christum Yearwood in transition. 1, 2, going to the cup, and gets the foul. So Christum goes to the free throw line for 2 shots. Tyson asks, why did you get a foul on me? That's first foul on Tyson. Imagine playing all night, and that's his first foul.
Yeah.
Remarkable control on his fouls.
Because he knows that his team needs him, Genzel.
Tough miss there by Christian Yearwood. Missed the first free throw. He has another chance to score from the cup. Rebound again by Tyson. Tyson has the ball. Skips it down the court to Fahy. Fahy kicks the ball back up the court. And here's Teshawn Phillip in the open court. Gets it to Christian Moraine. Christian goes. Tyson swinging at the ball with a vengeance. And here's Fahy. Ball ricocheting out of his hands. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in this ball game. And Jazik Weeks taking a 1-2, but blocked by Tyson. The block machine down at Block Little Bay. The third block machine, it seems, for the Village. And there's a jump shot there by Romain. Number 3 sent a message with one of our fans to make sure we call his name tonight. Romain, number 3, for the BVI Skillful Ballers. So here's Jazik Weeks passing the ball down to Teshawn Phillip. Don't know where they're going. These guys need to come back on defense, start trapping the ball as they shoot. And here's Romain passing it down to Fahy, who dials up a 3-pointer as well. And he now misses a shot. Tejan Bazi gets the rebound, gets it to Teshawn Phillip. Teshawn launches the pass up to Christian Yearwood. Back to Tejan Bazi, who can't catch that ball. It's a little bit hot. And he's trying to pass the ball to somebody, and he passes it to Tyson. Tyson flicks it out to Fahy. Fahy is out of bounds, but he gets it back to Tyson, and it's 4-on-2 situation where Romain is now having a chance to score, and that 2-pointer is good.
Guy has a good jumper, man.
For Romain, 76-70, and about 7 minutes, 21 seconds to go. And Jazik Weeks for the Emerald Ballers brings it up the court. Jazik Weeks holds the ball, swings it over his head to Teshawn Phillip on the other 3-point line. And Christian Moraine jumps so high that he does a volleyball move and just taps it in the ear and lets the ball go into the hoop. I've never seen anything like that before. That's a new play. And Hodge diving on the loose ball, diving on the ball. But Young Brown sticking his hands in there and getting the jump ball call. Now, Mr. Ashton Wade, several years ago when he had a jump ball, whoever had their hands on the ball would have to jump the ball. Mm-hmm. But now they've got smart.
Possession.
Now they've got smart. So it does not work out that way.
Not anymore.
So it follows an arrow and it goes from left to right, depending on who passed the ball first in the game and so on and so forth. But we both know that anytime you call a jump ball situation, you would jump the ball at the free throw line, you could jump the ball at the center court, or the opponent's center line. Yeah. And I'm telling you, it wasn't an easy feat when you had to deal with guys like Kwasi and guys like Kuza, who had remarkable ups and could jump at any time on when required. Right. So here we go. Tejan Bazi getting big, playing his size, stripped there by Robinson. And here's Romain, who's going to punch. 2 points there, layup by Romain rather. Bounce pass down to Teshawn Phillip. Nobody's guiding him. He goes across the lane, and Jazik Weeks taps it. But here's Anton Robinson trying his best to get the shot. He misses, and Teshawn Phillip gets the ball. Teshawn back to Rushy. Rushy goes to the cup. No foul called, and ball has been outlet passed down to Robinson. Spins. Nice pivot there. Jump stop, pivot. And 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, Mr. Wade. I'm here looking at basketball action. And here you go. Jazik Weeks has the ball over his head. He's extended. And he gets it to Tejan Bazi, who spins. Very good spin. Squares up with the basket, but just can't seem to get the ball in that basket.
Yeah.
So the score now, Mr. Wade, 5 minutes and 53 seconds. I feel like I'm speaking to the Honorable Speaker of the House. I'm appealing for some feedback, and you're not.
I'm just.
You're far away.
I mean, hear about what I'm seeing here tonight. It's, a bit frustrating.
So the first free throw by Tejan is a miss, but his teammates give him some words of encouragement and some sentiments of push forward, and he has another chance to score another free throw. And he hits the back iron as well, and Antoine Robinson gets the ball. He flicks the ball up the court to Hodge. Hodge is a man, in complete freedom, allowed to do what he has to do, but Rashawn Thomas chasing down the three-point shooter, KJL Bazi from the BVI Skillful Ballers. 3 points are good. The score now, with about 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, the BVI Skillful Ballers 83 and the Emerald Isle Ballers are 62. So some whistle movement now, A timeout called by Coach Julius. Don't know if you want to continue doing the timeout or you're going to take a break and leave it up to you.
Well, I think we should just continue. I'll give some comments. We have to go back to the drawing board, Janzel, and take some serious consideration into how we're going to go forward. We can really see the gaps here. There are some gaps and we really need to see, and we've been identifying these gaps for the last so much years, and we need to get some improvement on these gaps.
I hear you, Mr. Wade.
There are some serious gaps. And one of my big issues is guards not getting back and allowing opposing teams fast breaks. That's not in my book. We preach it, we show it, we tell it, we say it every day. And I can't understand 2 guards on a court and 1 not getting back. It's just not telling to me. I don't know. We have some serious work to do.
I hear you, Mr. Wade. I hear those comments, and I said we'd have to only start from the younger set coming up. I mean, these guys are pretty much, they're where they are going to be, and they can get better, but it's going to take a lot. So just letting you know that the commitment, the change can be made, but you have to start one day at a time, and it starts with yourself. So here's the Kishan Bazi for the BVI Skillful Ballers. The ball has started. 5 minutes, 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hodge chucking the ball, and Rashawn Thomas diving for that ball, getting it to his teammate. Here's Rashawn Fenton. Steal by Romaine, but Romaine walks out of bounds. So the Montserrat Emerald Ballers has another chance to have a 2-point or a 3-point attempt, as the ball now is with Keanu Woods, getting a good rest. And here's Keanu dialing up a 3, foot on the line and short of a length. And in transition is number 3, Romaine. Here's Romaine taking a shot and a rebound by Rashawn Thomas. So Jazik Weeks brings the ball up the half. Very casual. No need to press or worry. Another 3-point attempt there by Keanu Woods, who chips it down to 65 to 83 in favor of the BVI Skillful Ballers. So 4 minutes and 35 seconds left. Here is Antonio Robinson. Antoine Robinson finishing the basket, and the score now 86 or 85 rather to 64. So here's Jazik Weeks. Jazik Weeks brings it, Keanu Woods. Keanu Woods brings it over. Gets the ball down to Penko. He can't control the heat. Ball goes out of bounds. Here we have young Hodge. Hodge trying the best to get his rebound. And Romaine doesn't grab the ball. He just tips it back effortlessly on the other side of the hoop. 2-point conversion. So that's where we are with the ball game. And here is Keanu Woods dialing up a 2-pointer. Hitting back iron, and somehow Romaine able to get that rebound just now, Mr. Wade.
Yeah, it's there's no boxing out. There's no. I'm I can't figure out what's happening here. No boxing out. There's no recovery. There's anyway.
I was contacted by some members of the association to do some commentary, and we're gonna do just that this evening. So here we have Hodge for the BVI Skillful ballers. He skips it out to Rush, but Rushy gets the ball, gets it down to Teshawn Phillip. Teshawn Phillip converts. 2 points for the Emerald Island ballers. 3:25 left in the fourth and final quarter. Hodge slid his foot a little bit there. He could have been troubling, and that would have been a change for the game. So Hodge stepped back and a little bit strong on the mark with Jazik Weeks collecting that ball. And here comes Keanu Woods. Keanu Woods passes it down to Jazik Weeks, who's far off the mark. Second three by Rashawn Fenton. Rashawn Fenton now 2 for 2 with about 3 minutes remaining. Bringing the game a little bit closer. And the defensive pressure going to be increasing here by the Montserrat team as time winds down. Inside of 3 minutes to go, here's Rashawn Fenton. Rashawn gets it to Keanu Woods. Keanu Woods feeds the needle. Gets it to Teshawn Phillip. And it's short of a length. And here is number 2, Keshawn Bazi, who dials up a three-pointer and hits the back iron, hits the front iron. And Jazik Weeks gets the ball. Here's Keanu Woods. Gets it down to Jazik Weeks, and Teshawn Phillip gets the ball. Out of bounds by Antoine Robinson. So a lot of talking here on the sideline, if you're listening. A lot of talking here on the sideline.
Yep.
And 2 minutes, 22 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Mr. Wade, here comes Teshawn Phillip. Teshawn Phillip, zip pass over to Rashawn Fenton, spreading the court up to Jazik Weeks. Jazik Weeks trying to drive the ball. And here's Teshawn Phillip dialing another three. And rebound by Tyson. So Tyson gets it to Antoine Robinson. Antoine Robinson launches a three. Short of a length. Here's Teshawn Phillip to Rashawn Fenton. Rashawn Fenton dialing the three. Third three making a point. Score 72-87. And what's happening here? We have young Hodge for the BVI. He's the one that is causing the most trouble this year. As we have Tyson to Fai. Fai gets the ball to none other than fakes out the entire team and decides to score 3. Very interesting movement there by Fai. So Fai passes down to Rashawn Thomas and lines up for a three-pointer. And that goes out of bounds. It is seeming that Hodge for the BVI Skillful ballers has the ball. And a three-point attempt by Fahi. That doesn't connect. So now we have Rashawn Fenton. Rashawn Fenton taking a three-point attempt. And he misses the shot. So here's Rashawn Fenton. Gets it to Rashawn Thomas gets it to Teshawn Phillip. Teshawn Phillip, 3 points. 47 seconds remaining. Timeout called. Timeout called. Check one, check two. Yes, we are here. Now here, it's about 30 seconds left in the timeout. Timeout was signaled by the Montserrat Emerald Ballers. And the coach wants to talk it over with his players. Players are now assembled. About 18 seconds left in the timeout. And usually in a timeout, the guys should run over to the bench so that the coach has enough time to disseminate the information he wants you to execute. But with about 18 seconds left, it's a little bit tight, but I know Coach Julius, he's a willing person, willing to work with the talent that he has, and I respect that about him, and he's going to push through. So here we go. 47 seconds left. Am I saying right? Is it 47 seconds left in the third? In the fourth?
Yep.
And here we go. Fahi gets it to Antoine Robinson. Antoine Robinson slowly gets the ball over the half. He's in danger area right now, but he's over. So he's guarded by young Brown. Brown is much shorter than he is, but he is going to be busy swarming him all the way. So Antoine Robinson dials up a three-pointer, hits the back iron. Here's Teshawn Phillip, 28 seconds left. Here's young Brown. Young Brown hit back iron. Rashawn Fenton tells him, go ahead, youngster, shoot it again. And it's all strings for the youngster. In his second game for the league, we say, job well done. And as you see Tyson taking a three-pointer, and here's Brown in transition. Down to Rushy. And at the end of the fourth quarter, Mr. Wade, the score, 90 for the BVI Skillful Ballers and 78. Tomorrow is the championship matchup, and we will definitely let you know what those fixtures look like. But for now, I am Jenzo Scared next to Mr. Astrid Wade, and we wish you a safe good night. Please drive home safely. And remember, there will be more basketball action tomorrow night with the championship game and the third place game. Those are the two matches that will be held here, and I believe that will be finished with our closing ceremony. So, special good night to you all, and drive home safely.